and the national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, a very warm welcome to the 2015 Grand Final. I'd like to introduce Tess LeBerry, who's going to sing the national anthem for us. So would you be upstanding, please, and remove your caps? That would be greatly appreciated.
Thank you. And please join me in the national anthem. Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing. Advance Australia fair.
Well, it certainly does give you goosebumps, and this is about to get underway. What a... Gippsland League Grand Final, the umpire holds the football aloft. It will be Amberg up against Willis. As he throws the footy up to get things underway, Willis goes up, knocks it straight down towards Best, who started in the middle of the ground. Quickly does by Campbell of Traralgon. Right foot kick to the top of the 50. Tamata couldn't mark. Falls in the hands now of Geordie Burke from about Buck Smith. 48 metres to open the proceedings. Missed. He's put it through. He has the umpire, rocks back to the middle, and Christian Buck Smith opens the account.
Taught him everything he knows. No, he's a fantastic kid, very much a competitor, and kicking hasn't been his greatest strength. He's worked really hard on it this year, and just to finish like that, under pressure, first real kick of the game, fantastic start to the Traralgon boys.
So on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard, the end of season run out computer sale on now. All the big brands price to run out.
Okay, we're coming back here. How was Christian Buck Smith's effort then? That was huge. He just was able to break through the pack. The interesting match up there, if we have a look, is that Tomato, we thought he would have got the run with roll playing on Lopez, but it's changed up. Baboon has gone to him, and the umpire balls this one up again.
Well, up they go in the middle. This time, as Amberg got it straight down, they punch it forward, the Maroons. Comes out to Geary, goes backwards to Amberg. The pressure's on. Now here comes Zach Vernon coming in quickly for the Parrots. Over there was Tim North. Vernon goes again. Tim North is on all fours, and the umpire's picked out a free kick here, boys. It's going in the way of Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald with the ball on the far wing here at Traralgon, goes even wider again. Finds his man out there just weighing up their options here. The Parrots are looking for some movement. Traralgon setting up their zone. The kick goes intercepted there by Michael Geary. He's played on quickly. He gets a handball over to Tim North. Onto his favourite left foot. Sends it just outside 50. Johnston takes the mark. Plays on quickly. Sells a bit of candy right on 50. It's a floater. But he finds Burge standing 15 metres out unopposed. Takes a strong mark. And he's going to go back and have a chance to put Traralgon 2 goals clear 2 minutes into this epic grand final.
Just set up really well behind the ball there, Traralgon. They slowed Leongatha down. We spoke pre-game about how Leongatha like to really get a roll on and play fast footy. Traralgon slowed them down early.
Michael Burge directly in front, looking for the second. He puts the fist in the air. They've got 2 in a row. The Traralgon Maroons have started red hot early.
Yeah, it all starts in the middle too for the Parrots. Just lacking a little bit. Just maybe the occasion's got them a little bit in that first couple of minutes. Just not getting their hands on the footy. Traralgon dominating around the ground, and they really need to settle the Parrots and try and get a goal on the board just to settle those nerves down.
On the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard, the end of season run out computer sale on now. All the big brands priced to run out. That takes Traralgon to 2 goals straight 12, and Leongatha are yet to score.
The last time these two sides met in the second semi-final, Traralgon were able to come out and kick 3 goals to 1, and that set the tone for the rest of the day. Are we seeing a repeat of that already as the Maroons have got 2 in a row?
So Maskell now moves into the middle for the Parrots along with Horton. It's Willis Amberg again. Amberg got high. This time Maskill tried to get a hand on it. Danny Campbell though for the Maroons. Handball's out wide to Tim North. They're away again, the Maroons. Comes to Jennings. Right foot kick inside 50. Looking for Burge again. Good spoil over the back by Westaway. They come to ground. The footy's in dispute. Right on the boundary line. Johnson's there. Can't gather. Westaway also. It goes out of bounds. Boundary throw in.
This is a huge battle down here between Burge and Westaway. Certainly the body on body like we saw there, Westaway will be too strong for Burge, but if they're able to get the ball out in front, Burge will be too quick and strong overhead for him.
So boundary throw in. Willis goes up, double fist towards the boundary line, can't quite get it. Comes towards Heppel, he just whacks it on his boot, gets it outside 50. Stockdale out there. He paid the mark, the umpire, didn't quite take full control of it. So Michael Stockdale. Outside 50, 60 metres out, just slips over, he's about to kick it, gave it across to now Tim North, his left foot kick inside 50, where's the targets? Oh, good work by Hawking, that was Shem Hawking from Leongatha, wraps up in the tackle, the numbers favour in the way of Leongatha, goes out towards Klingon, and a good little kick outlet finds Taz Klingon on the far side.
Kick, he's been intercepted again here, Stockdale sends it in low and hard. The mark was dropped there by Lopez, it was a tough one. But they've got players everywhere and Geary gets his boot to the ball, but it's smothered by Heppel. Ball's outside 50, delivery inside from North, big spoil from back. In comes Lopez, gets a handball over the top, looking for his teammate there in Britton, who's met solidly by the serial pest in Kelly. And Kelly has got himself a free kick for high contact, but how's the pressure out there? Tim North has had plenty of the football early, down to Troy Makepeace on the boundary.
Yeah, it's red hot, and like I said, Leongatha need to just control the footy in the next couple of minutes now while they got their hands on it, and just try and get the ball back, get the game back on their terms. Every time the ball hits the ground, just like it did there, another turnover, Traralgon have got numbers around the ball.
Well, it's going back inside 50 as it was Jennings who put it back inside. Burke was there, comes out to Heppel now, and the Parrots are about to relieve a little bit of pressure. So Lynch got it out towards the run of Horton. In quick pursuit there was Stockdale. Couldn't quite get it over the back there now. It comes near Michael Stockdale as well. Horton has to go again, but he's given away a free kick just a little bit over the top at the moment. And they haven't quite just settled. They just need to slow things down, but we know Leongatha don't do that.
Corey Stockdale, he hit the ball hard there and got rewarded with a free kick. He's kicked it inside, looking for Johnson. Johnson wasn't able to take it. Heppel is there to mop it up. Gets a quick release kick. Looking for their options now. They bring it inside to Zach Vernon, standing inside defensive 50. He's got a player on wide at Shem Hawking, gone just over his head. He's got some work to do. Hildebrand in hot pursuit, gets his kick away, but he's met solidly. Sends it down there. Hilberg, strong mark in front of Slotchy. Points to where he wants it. Could have been called for playing on, but he is now. Inside 50 for the first time today for the Parrots. Huge spoil over the back there by Amberg. Goes all of 30 metres. Hilberg down there doing the hard work. Coming in now was Matt North. That knee looks to be no issues for the 21-year-old. Comes in and Lopez takes a strong mark overhead under pressure, and he plays on quickly through to Campbell.
So Campbell now got his kick smothered by Hawking close to the boundary line. Buck Smith was there for the Maroons. Handballs inboards to Matt North, who gave it further afield to Campbell. He's wrapped up in a strong tackle by Ben Willis. The umpire said no, he got rid of it and it went out of bounds for a boundary throw.
Incorrect disposal was a yell from the crowd.
Well, it certainly was, right in front of us on true centre wing here at the Traralgon Rec Reserve. 6.5 minutes in, margin 12 points in favour of the Maroons. Amberg tries to back it over the top, over the back, but Mascal was there. He's kicked to no one. Stockdale, this is Michael for the Maroons, centre of the ground. Right foot inside 50. Baboon comes out, takes a good mark on his chest.
Just trying to be a little bit cute now, Traralgon. They need to actually get the ball in longer to those one-on-one contests. They're looking for those hit-ups, but they're kicking to a 50-50 contest every occasion.
Lynch with the ball inside defensive 50. Short kick. Finds his man there in Kelly. He's played on no one on the mark. Sends it into the middle of the ground, but there's Geordie Burke with the intercept. Gets a quick handball onto Matt North. Here come the Maroons. They reload again. Kick just too high for Britton, but he's got time. Snaps on his right boot. He's put it on through the young man. He's happy with that effort.
Yeah, it's a deeper entry. They've got it within 30 metres of goal rather than that 40, 45 metres out, that real turnover zone. So the more entries they can get deeper inside their forward 50, the better off they're going to be, the Maroons.
And on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard, the end of season run out computer sale on now. All the big brands priced to run out. 3 goals straight to Traralgon is the only score on the scoreboard at this stage. We played just short of 8 minutes in the first quarter.
Troy Makepeace, what do you noticed? Anyone settled? 7.5 minutes in first quarter. Maroons have kicked 3 goals straight.
Oh, they're definitely settled. Scoreboard pressure helps settle a team's nerves as well. What we've noticed with Leongatha, when they do get control of the footy across the half-back flank, you know they like to play on quickly, that kamikaze type football, but the most important thing to go along with that is you've got to hit targets. So far they've come out of defensive 50 3 times and turned the ball over directly to a Traralgon opponent and just put their backs under pressure. You just can't afford to do that against a side like Traralgon.
We spoke about which side would settle first and which side would be able to gain the momentum and implement the game plan. Traralgon have dictated the terms so far.
Well, they certainly have. So back in the middle, as we said, the two ruckmen do it for the whole day. These two, Willis got it down towards Vernon. His quick kick towards half forward now. Going back there, Jacobson took on the tackler, but he got his handball away nicely to Slotchy. Right foot kick out in front of the run. This time it's the first time. Mark Collison, he plays on quickly inside 50. There's that man, Matt North again. He's moving very nicely. He's on the very tight angle, right on the boundary line, Matt North. Traralgon to kick 3 straight goals in the opening 8 minutes of this first quarter. In the 2015 TRFM Gippsland League Grand Final, there's Matt North. He's about 49 metres out from goal when he'll kick this one. He comes in, right foot. He has a shot, gets away from the goals. Big spoil, big pack over the top and goes out of bounds, close to the behind point.
How's the flyer, Folk Smith again? He's trying to replicate where he left off in the second semi-final. There's a little bit of argy-bargy. Not quite a melee, wasn't enough numbers down there. Just as the umpire brings this one back into play right next to the point post, Traralgon's attacking end. Hello to all the boys there at the big red caboose enjoying this 2015 TRFM Grand Final day as Burke comes over the top with a spoil, and we'll have another ball in 40 metres out from the Traralgon goal.
Leongatha got all their numbers back behind the ball, Makey. It makes it really hard when they bring it out defence to find a target.
Yeah, and you don't want to leave the likes of Michael Stockdale free, which we've seen a couple of times already as well. The other thing I've noticed with Leongatha half forwards, they've been a bit too reactive as well.
Well, they won this one through the stoppage. Zach Vernon's had a couple of bounds. He gets to the middle of the ground. It's an open forward line. It's a foot race. Jake Best and Jackson Hall. Hall and Best. Best does well. Now the numbers he gathers. Turns around on the right foot. Puts it towards the goal line. It goes out of bounds for a minor. Well, all the numbers were back, Brownie, but they certainly ran the football well out of the defensive 50.
Yeah, that was the difference. They linked up with hands rather than try and kick their way out.
How's the match up there between Best and Hall? Two of the better players for both sides, and if those two are up against each other, we're going to see a huge battle down there.
Yeah, the other one too is Slotchy on Hilberg.
Well, boundary throw in. Hasn't been in forward 50 for the Parrots too many times in the opening quarter. Big pack goes up. Jennings on the bottom of it. Can't quite get it out, and the umpire will cross his arm and ball it up 15 metres around from Leongatha's goal.
Just a slight mismatch out here on the wing too. We've got the big ruckman in Willis and Johnson. If Traralgon can get a quick breakaway from this stoppage, Johnson could be out here.
Well, they might do that. Tim North won the stoppage. Try to get it towards Jackson Hall. Argento goes in, but North was quick, and it goes out of bounds for another boundary throw-in.
Well, what about Verboon lining up on Britain, also in the middle of the ground there, making?
Yeah, it just goes to show how evenly spread their heights are for Traralgon and how hard they are to match up on.
Boundary throw and no one could win it, so we're going to see this one again. Well, just stuck inside forward 50 of the Parrots will certainly like that one, but they want to get a bit of reward for effort after this forward thrust. Lots of numbers around the pack.
The Parrots trying to bring this back to a 50-50 again to arrest that momentum away from Traralgon and then look to build again.
So Hilberg in the ruck, got over the back, comes only as far as Hildebrand. He handballs on quickly to Slotchy. He just puts it on the boot, but it got out the danger zone. Here's that mismatch we talk about, and it comes to Buck Smith. He handballed to no one though. Coming through quickly on that occasion was Klingon. He got it out towards Hawking. Going back there was Dumont. Now Dumont gathers for the Parrots. He handballs across to Vernon right on 50. They get it inside, but the numbers favour the Maroons as Michael Danny Campbell, I should say, cleared it out, but only as far as Nick Argento.
Argento takes the uncontested mark on the half-forward flank, gets a little kick forward, finds his man there, and that's Klingon. Klingon 60 metres out from the Parrots' goal. Players calling for it to go long, and he does just that. Sends it long. We've got the fly from behind coming up and can't pull down the mark. Look to be Maskell. He's there. He picks the ball though out back. Snap on the left foot. Standing there all alone in the goal square, Michael Stockdale. He's had a lot of the ball early and he handballs over his partner in crime in Hall.
Well, Hall gets it out the run now. As we said, both sides play very similar. The switch was on. Out there was Corey Stockdale. Handball across to Matt North, who got it further afield to Tim North. We've heard that all year in 2015. A nice little sidestep. Right foot inside 50 to Britain. Wow, there you go. And that's exactly what we spoke about pre-game.
Coast-to-coast football. We love seeing it. Some players we're reading out a lot already. Matt North, Tim North, Danny Campbell, Michael Stockdale, the small brigade of Traralgon are getting the job done.
Just a little bit more patience on their ventures forward from the Traralgon Footy Club. a bit more patient, also slowing it up, waiting for that option just to bob up the right one, not rushing it.
They're the best user of the football as Hayden Britton on a slide angle will kick from about 45. He's got one. Can he get two? He likes it. He's already got the double fist bump, and that's his second goal in this opening quarter, and that's 4 for Traralgon.
And that's a couple of times now that Traralgon have gone coast to coast, and I believe too led by Michael Stockdale coming off the half-back flank. Maybe look at likely Nick Argento to go on a defensive role there, and Stockdale's not going to pick you up, so just get him to just go stand on him. He'll lead you to the footy. He finds the footy, so he'll take you there, but just go a defensive role and try and stop his influence.
So on the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard, the end of season run out computer sale on now. All the big brands priced to run out. 4 straight goals to Traralgon in the first 13 minutes, and that's the only score on the board.
Well, Amberg in the middle, got it going their way. Coming off a half-back line was Kelly on that occasion, and he put his head over the football. Didn't win himself a free kick, so the umpire will ball it up. Well, it's a big moment of the game, isn't it? Thanks to Monticello's, of course. Grab Bundy, Johnny Walker and Smirnoff 700ml bottles, 2 for $64. Leongatha need to respond.
They need to respond, and they need to respond quickly, but Amberg gets a tap out to the wing. Coming on there was Jacobson, sends Traralgon inside 50 again. Burge is out in front of his man Westaway. He's got time. Spins onto the right foot. Not quite 15. Boak Smith shrugs a couple of tackles and releases his man out the back at Collison. Burge and Collison crash into each other, so Westaway there to release. Gets the ball onto Horton. Puts his man under pressure. Strong tackling all round. Desperate for the football, all the players here. The umpire says, I'll ball this one up 40 metres out from the Maroons' goal. If they get another one here and they go to 5 straight, they're going to have a big job ahead of them, the Leongatha side, to get back into this game.
Well, inside forward 50 for the Maroons. They lead it by 24 points at the 14-minute mark of this first quarter. Burge has it. Handball's back towards Campbell in tight space. Can't quite get his handball out, and it goes over for a boundary throw in. Troy Makepeace, you're looking after your Leongatha Parrots. What do you want to see from them? The intensity's not quite there.
No, they're being too reactive at the moment, not attacking the footy when they get an opportunity, and just really missing that run off the halfback. Only seen it a couple of times, I think, namely because they're missing targets.
Willis grabbed the ball out of the ruck and got it onto Lynch, who released the ball forward. Contested possession on the half forward flank. Jackson Hall there at the back of the pack, picks it up onto the trusty left foot. Sends it inside 50, 3-on-1 though, but they all spoil each other and hit the ground, the Leongatha players. Johnston comes out, swings on his left foot, he snaps around the body. It's not going to quite make the distance, but there, Britton pulls down a one-hander. He's got a chance, he plays on quickly, steps onto his right boot, he's got 3 in a row.
Hayden Britton having a day out in this opening quarter. The Maroons are on fire. You'd be happy with the output of your small forward, Brownie.
Yeah, but it was the contest from Burge, just his ability to take on 3 opponents there and get the ball to ground. He's copped a big hit, but he's created a goal for his team. So fantastic effort from the big guy there. But Hayden Britton, we spoke about the young guys pre-game. They're having a real influence. Corey Stockdale's getting a bit of ball out on the wing off the half-back flank. Britton's starting to get his hands on. He's finished with 3 goals. Jacobson's got his hands on the ball as well, using off half-back. And Boak Smith's been important. So those young guys have been very important for the Maroons.
And the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard. End of season run out computer sale on now. All the big brands priced to run out. 5 straight goals to Traralgon. We've played just 16 minutes in the first quarter. Leongatha still yet to score.
Well, Troy Makepeace, Jonathan Pittman was on, obviously Britton early, but you've made that move now and Aaron Heppel comes up to him. Pittman goes to the last line. You want him up a bit higher though, don't you, for that run?
For Pittman? Or
Yep, for Pittman.
No, you need to make a change. I don't know about the Heppel one. Maybe a Klingon back there onto Britton, maybe.
Well, they've won the clearance again through Stockdale. Kelly can't mark, so it comes to get ground. Vaboom was there, gave it to Hawking. Right foot kick goes towards the wing, close to the line. It bounces in and then bounces over for a boundary throw in front of the grandstand here at Traralgon. The Maroons have got us to a flyer in the first quarter, 30 points in front.
Big compliment being paid there to the young man Hayden Britton, with Aaron Heppel having to go and man him up now, and I suppose that's what happens when you kick 3 in a row.
Well, it does. Amber got it straight down the front where Hildeberg waited. Now they come. Borschman comes in for the Parrots. He does well, does Hildebrand. Wrapped up in a tackle by Kelly. Umpire lets it go, but now there's a ball up. 1 metre in from Troy Makepeace down on boundary line.
I think that was a case in point there. Hildebrand just wanted the ball far more than he was up against 2 opponents. Leongatha just got to put their head down and get in first for the ball.
Well, we've called it Horton, and I think we mentioned that Corey Stockdale did a great job on a couple of weeks ago. It was Kelvin Porter. He's got the job on Dale Horton this afternoon, has been a star for the Parrots. Haven't heard much of him, Paul Carter.
Dale Horton's had a handball.
There you go. So Amberg got the tap towards Burge. Handball's backwards. It just missed his target in Stockdale. And over for another boundary throw in.
A little bit of argy-bargy there. A little hit after the ball was out of play by Hawking. They need to do something here, the Parrots, to lift themselves. The ball comes back into play, Willis and Amberg. Willis gets a big tap forward, but Collison's out the back there. All by himself, he picks it up. He's got time, but he hasn't got the players around him. Tries to get a little handball forward, but Maskell comes in and just lets his presence be known. And big truck Llewellyn comes in there to remonstrate, to protect his coach. Certainly a bit of feeling out there, Maskell, trying to, fire up his teammates. They need something and they need it quickly.
They do. Boundary throw in. Attacking side for the Parrots over the top. That's a poor one as Mackie gave away a free kick on Amberg, looking to be that third man up.
I don't know what he was expecting to achieve from that either. He come from bloody 5 deep.
Plays on quickly to Collison. He got it to the middle of the ground. They've got numbers everywhere, Traralgon. Comes to Hildebrand. He lowers his odds inside 50 and finds Timmy Johnson on a lead. He could turn around. Lopez is on his own.
He's got a 2-on-1 down there. Lopez and Burge running back and Verboon just guarding both of them. But he backs himself in here from outside 50, Johnston.
Well, he does. He's going to kick it right on the 50 for their fifth goal. It's a scrubby kick. Gets to the top of the square, and Shem Hawking reads it well for the Parrots.
We never know how they're going to come off the boot from Timmy, and that one was an ugly-looking kick. To the players needed to be awake to that and get to the front of the square, but they weren't able to get there, and so the ball is released out of defence here, and it's Klingon. He's taken 2 bounces and weaved his way through the traffic. Kicks it long down the line. He's got a player out there, one by himself in Maskell. Gets a quick handball onto Nagel. Goes inside 50 looking for Best. The spoil came over the top from Hall. Coast-to-coast football again, but the Traralgon defence was up to it.
Troy Makepeace, that's what you want to see for your half-back flankers. We spoke about it pre-game, and their attack and run from half-back and Klingon. Exactly what they needed. Got it over that congested area.
Yeah, they've had 2 dangerous four-ways forward. That was one, and the other one was a Zach Vernon through the middle as well, but they've been far between.
Boundary throw inside 50 for the Parrots as Corey Stockdale got up for the contest. He got his hands on it. Tim North was there. Now they're over the top to Hildebrand again. He's been good early. Half-back flank. His kick went down to the wing. Heppel goes in hard. Handballs backwards to Baboon. Got it down towards the wing. Lynch was there who couldn't mark. Close to the boundary line. Pittman was running for it. But the boundary line beats them both and it goes out of bounds. Well, 5 straight 30 Traralgon at the 20-minute mark of this first quarter. Leongatha are yet to score.
Inside 50s, Paul Carter.
Inside 50s, heavily in Traralgon's favour, 13-5.
Ball comes back into play on that far wing release. Handball out the back to Zach Vernon. That was a combination of 2 names. The ball went higher than it did longer. Coming back into the midfield there was Pittman, kicks it into Hawking. Hawking in the middle of the ground, kicks it forward. Hilberg flies. Met hard by Slotchy. He's a little bit proppy getting up too, Hilberg. Keep an eye on him, Makey. Stockdale's there to mop it up. Michael Stockdale, that is to Matt North. Under pressure, he's tackled, but he gets it away. Perfect mark there by Burge in front of Big Willis. Plays on around the big man and sends it inside 50. Heppel's got the sit. Going back with courage was Baboon. Picks it up. He goes through the legs. A few basketball skills being shown there. Has a bounce as well, and hopefully he doesn't shoot the ball. He kicks it, and he does just that. But only as far as Jacobson, who sees that one right in front of the Traralgon bench, go out of bounds for a throw-in.
The game stopped there for a minute. Yeah, everyone just in a little bit of amusement of the between the legs sort of hit, and away they go. Really important time for Leongatha. Now to get their hands on the footy, be clean, particularly around stoppages.
Big moments thanks to Monticello's as Willis goes up and Amber got his hand on it. Gave it to Jennings, who gave it to Geary. Got it towards the top of the 50. Johnson was there with Heppel. Johnson kept his feet, but Heppel did well. Handball's back towards Pittman, who's wrapped up in the tackle. The umpire, he's still got it. Now he crosses his arms and says no. That is holding the ball, as it is a quick one now. Handball across to Danny Campbell. There's a flying shot at goal. The wind just takes it away to the left and misses for a minor score, the first blemish of the afternoon.
Yeah, they're doing all the attacking, and looking here, the Leongatha players seem to be just being playing more their positions rather than on the players. We saw Verboon at that instance go to Britain, so they're just mixing it up here, the Parrots, as they work their way out of defence through Lynch.
Lynch got it out wide. He's looking for a teammate out there. Now they run. It was Zach Vernon. Handball's over the top now. This time it's Dumont. He can give it off to Borschman. He decides to take it himself. His kick's a sloppy one. Has to get down and pretty close to ground level. That on that occasion was Mackie. It's still inside 50, forward 50 for the Parrots, but the Maroons, they've been good. This very first quarter, it comes out to Jennings, half-back flank. He had no one to kick it to, so he just kicked it to space, got it towards their half-forward. Going back on that occasion was Kelly. head over the football, won himself a free kick.
Britton went in hard, but he got him a little bit too high, so Kelly won the free kick, and he goes infield straight away into the middle of the ground to Tamata. Gets it off to Hare. Heppel releases another handball. Hard tackle there by Geordie Burke. Strong football still in the middle of the ground. Campbell picks it up, gets a little handball to advantage. Burgess there, he takes them on. Handball back inboard again. Campbell there trying to mop it up. Leongatha players come in to get the ball and may have copped one a little bit high there, but the umpire says we'll ball this up almost in the centre of the ground here at the Traralgon Showgrounds.
They're just a little bit cleaner they are at the moment, the Maroons, the way they move the football forward. So right in the middle. This time Willis got it straight down though. Tim North was there who grabbed it from the stoppage. He gets it again. He handballs to space. Zach Vernon was there for the Parrots on this occasion. He handballed to no one. The footy's now in dispute on half back now for the Parrots. They can't get Bushman goes in.
Talk about Monticella's big moments. Contest there going for the ball. Lopez was met heavily by Vernon. Vernon's come off second best on that. Still very proppy, struggling to get to his feet at centre half forward.
Amberg whacks it 25 metres inside their forward 50. Lopez comes up to meets it. Handballs back to Jennings. Right foot delivery inside, just missing the target. On that occasion, DeMont was there. A little bit too pretty there. They had some other options, and he handballs, puts his man under pressure in Kelly. Willis releases a quick handball to Lynch. Goes out looking for West away, but here comes Burke. He's got pace to burn, but he stops. Grubs a handball forward. Johnson onto his left foot, centering ball. Boak Smith, he was a little bit slow to react, so it let Baboon go to it. Best releases the handball out. Willis caught by one hand by Boak Smith. A big tackle. Coming in hard was Johnston. How's the pressure there by the big man they call Goose? Boak Smith, he's just stuck out the go-go gadget arm and stopped Big Willis from being able to get away. So boundary throw in, hard up against the point post, attacking 50 for the Maroons. Can they get one before quarter time? Willis just grabs out of the ruck. That's holding the football. It is. Play on advantage, goes to Birds. They put it through. The umpire says no. We're going to bring this one back.
Oh, what's that advantage? We see Zach Vernon come off Troy Makepeace, a bit proppy.
Yeah, not looking good at all. Hopefully, for his sake and for Leongatha's sake, it's just a corky. He's going to go straight into the room. Yeah, not looking real flash, and it'll be a big loss for the Parrots.
And I'd say Vernon's probably their best player so far with 6 kicks and 4 handballs, 10 disposals.
25-minute mark of the first quarter. Traralgon lead at 5-1-31. Leongatha are yet to score, and Buck Smith has a shot at goal.
Lining up for his second goal of the game.
He's been very important. Their forwards, Buck Smith and Hayden Britton, 2 young stars of this Traralgon side. As Buck Smith looks to extend this margin to 37 points. Slide angle, and he's missed to the far side for a minor score.
Yeah, you could see his body position was certainly pointing towards there, Boak Smith. He's a confidence player. I know he'll rebound from that one as we're waiting for the football down there. They're probably due to get a second football down that end. We've lost a bit of time this quarter waiting for it to come back into play.
Wouldn't mind a net down there maybe.
No nets. So we like the feel of the football here without the nets, and it comes over the top. Big punch by Yench. Sees Burke pick up the ball. A big tackle there by Best. Lets him know all about it too. But that was a big play there. Best, the few of the players, Maskell and Best, they're trying to lift their side, Leongatha. They need to. 5-2, 32 Traralgon. Leongatha yet to register a score. 60 metres out from the Traralgon goals, and up go the ruckman. Willis wins the tap. Releases out now. The ball has been kicked out by Kelly. Onto a wing. Looking for the players to run on. It was Maskell. Releases out now Jamont in a race. There's Jacobson. Picks up the ball first. Players dive all over it. The umpire has picked out head-high contact here, going the way of Leongatha, I believe. Jamont here to have the free kick. And a little bit of remonstration there by Mackie on Hildebrand, but nothing in it. Jamont with the ball on the wing.
So he's looking to go down the line on this occasion in front of the deck. His right foot kick, the wind blowing from left to right, and that's going to put it on the deck.
He's kicked it straight over there to the TRFM area of the deck, going up there trying to take some of the marks with the boys. Luckily, I don't think there was a drop of beer spilt on the deck there, so no casualties.
The ball just had 3 beers and a couple of pies, Wong. It's ready to go for the second quarter.
So Collison was the recipient of out of bounds on the full. Gave it across to Geary. This is where Traralgon do it well. They're very patient. Leongatha are, as we said, 150 miles an hour 100% of the time. As Geary now puts it down to the post kick, Johnson flies from behind, but Willis, the ruckman, the Leongatha thumps it over. Boundary throw-in, 27-minute mark, first quarter. The Parrots are shell-shocked.
We expect this quarter to go for a bit longer. The ball has gone over the fence and been missing for a couple of minutes so far. And we've also had the 5 goals kicked. Ball comes back into play. Geary goes third man up. Ball releases down. There's Jacobson. Gets it to centre half forward. Argento's got time. He goes back with courage and takes a mark. Gets the ball on quickly to Baboon. Gets the ball on again, and this is Klingon. He's dangerous as he kicks the ball inside forward 50. Nagel to fly. Unable to pull down what would have been a spectacular marker. Hard hit there. Fitzgerald picks up the ball. He's bounced off as he kicked the first goal of the day for the Parrots. The crowd lets us know he sure has.
Wow, what an effort that was from Brendan Fitzgerald. Fantastic work. He got crunched in the tackle and then put it on his boot, and that's what they needed deep in this first quarter.
And the Harvey Norman Computers Gippsland scoreboard. End of season run out computer sale on now. All the big brands priced to run out. Margin back to 26 points in Traralgon's favour. They've kicked 5-2-32. Leongatha are now on the board with 1 goal straight 6.
And that goal was super critical for Leongatha to get at the end of this quarter.
Yeah, exactly. It is super critical. The end of the quarter, they must get a bit of momentum going into the quarter time break. Any news down there on boundary level with Zach Vernon? Did he come back out of the rooms yet, Troy?
No, still deep in the rooms, mate, so I'll try and give you an update as soon as that comes to hand.
So Lopez goes in the middle for a quick spell, but Willis just grabs it, puts it on the boot, gets a torry out towards half-forward flank. Running out there, though, is Michael Stockdale. Maskill quickly closes. He got his kick away, though. Got out towards half-back flank. Gento was there for the Parrots. They jump on him, and the umpire will say, we'll ball this one up. Wasn't going anywhere.
Fair bit of support over there. We see a ute load full of Traralgon young guys over there. We also see the streamers over there.
Zuzu ute over there as well.
Leongatha's a ball. Dribbles inside forward 50. Coming out there to meet it was Hilberg. Gets a little one over the top. But mopping it up there was Corey Stockdale and snaps the ball 40 metres out of defence. Traralgon have got some run on. They got the players on and they handball inboard. Collison comes through to pick up the ball. He's met hard. Campbell there mopping it up. He's been everywhere this quarter, Danny Campbell. Brings it to true centre half forward. One-on-one. Burge. West away. Burge there puts a hard hit on Hawking. Coming in to mop it up there was North. Players everywhere though here for Leongatha, and getting it out was Horton. Big handball forward. Borshman tackled as he grabbed the ball. Heppel there. Cool under pressure, gets on to Westaway, in turn gets it on to Pittman. Ball too high there for Nagel, over the top there. Strong mark for the Traralgon team. That was Jench, and Traralgon are now able to clear out of defence.
Well, they get it out defence though, but Jason Tamata was there for the Parrots. Handballs inboard, tries to find Hawking, so Tamata has to go again, and he got wrapped up by Christian Bucksmith. That wind, free kick. Going to Jason Tamata. The wind down there at ground level, Troy, is it fairly blustery?
As a 50 for not giving the ball back properly. Yeah, it is blustery, blowing straight across the ground towards a broadcast box. But yeah, it just blows up every couple of minutes.
What was the free kick for?
The free kick was
high, but then he grabbed him by the ankle as he was trying to get up.
So Jason Tamata will have a shot, looking for 2 in a row for the first time in the game. They've got 1.
It could be Monticello's big moment there, Scud, to get 2 goals deep in red time and get their game back on track.
They currently trail by 26 points. Jason Tamata at the 30.5-minute mark. The opening quarter of the TRFM Gippsland League Grand Final. Tamata comes in. It's low. Has it made the distance? I think it's touched on the line. It is for their first minor score of this opening quarter.
The fullback's eyes would have widened there. He would have had a chance maybe to kick his first of the season. But it was just touched on the line. It was a nice-looking kick as Stockdale brings the ball back into play, finds his man Slotchy still deep inside their defensive 50 here, the Maroons. We've just played 31 minutes. They've got the lead out there. They've kicked 5 goals, 32 to the 1 goal, 1. 7 for Leongatha. The ball now in the hands of North, Matt North that is, raking up another possession onto his right boot, kicks it out. Verboon was to fly, was unable to bring it down. They got numbers at the back and it's Klingon who gets a rush kick forward. And no talking there by the Parrots. That's unusual. Parrots usually love to talk. Picked up there by Jamont. Snaps it inside 50. Going to fly there was North. Going in also was Nagel. Looking for someone to crumb. Fitzgerald's there, the only goal kicker. Ball was dragged back in but able to be taken out. Pressure is personified down here as Horton picks up the ball. They're trying to get it out. Hildebrand just shrugs a few off, and there's the quarter-time siren. It went 31 minutes here in the first quarter.
And what a quarter it was for the Traralgon Maroons. They lead it at quarter-time, 5-2, leading Leongatha 1-1. Well, second quarter action is about to get underway. It's a massive crowd here, Traralgon. 5,410 people currently and still building. Second quarter is away. Willis got it straight down towards Heppel, who's gone to the middle of the ground. Burke was in there, though. So was Matt North. Now he gathers Matt North, gets a little toe poke going 5 metres his way. Big Willis tries to impose his pressure. Heppel goes in again, tries to shrug off 2 or 3 tackles, and the umpire will do it again. Well, some tight work in a very tight confined space in there, Wong.
Yeah, players trying to find some space to breathe and none really coming, so the umpire's balling it up again, and Willis and Amberg, the two giants, go at it. Maskell's there on the end, but the smother there by Matt North sees the ball hit the deck again. Maskell trying to do the crumbing work, and a grubber kick put out by Llewellyn. Big tackle from behind from Geary. Sees dropping the ball. Amberg plays on quickly. He's got Britton inside forward 50 along with Johnston. Standing in their way is Westaway, and he takes the ball to the back man's best friend, and that's the boundary line. Down there at the Loyang end of the ground, the ball will come back into play 30 metres out from the Traralgon goal.
Dangerous spot of the ground for the Parrots. They've got all numbers back. Maskell goes in now. Heppel's in there as well. Willis, third man up was Geary. Falls in the hands, though, of Heppel. He got a kick outside 50 and he goes out of bounds for a boundary throw in. Troy Makepeace, any news on Zach Vernon? He come off in that first quarter just favouring a hip or a leg.
Yeah, he's found his way back to the interchange bench now, moving a lot freer, still with a severe limp actually now that he walks away from me, but he's back there. He'll probably go back on, but it's going to be a big ask, similar to Nat Fife last night.
Jennings got the footy at right on 50, put it to the top of the square. Can they fly? Johnson tried the chest mark, couldn't mark it. Comes down towards Jason Tamata, who relieves the pressure. He gets it outside 50, and Cade Maskell takes a strong mark, half-back flank for the Parrots, who got it further afield to Hilberg.
Hilberg takes the mark on true wing position here. Slotchy manning the mark, standing there. F-bomb Slotchy, as we like to call him, and he kicks the ball over the top. Hilberg was a scrubber of a kick, but there's Shem Hawking at the back, tackled there whilst trying to kick by Burke. Quick release handball there, comes out from Mackie. Stockdale, Corey Stockdale it is, handball over the head, some fancy work, and gets it on back. Kicks it to centre half forward, Johnston to do the flying. Going back there with courage, was trying to take the mark, was Klingon, but the kick goes inside 50, Boak Smith. One-on-one there with Verboon. First to recover was Boak Smith, but the point post beats them, and it goes through for a minor score for Traralgon.
So the margin now is 24 points, and we've travelled 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The kick came in and found Borshman on defensive 50. He got over the top now towards the run of Kelly. He played on quickly, as they always do, the Parrots. Right foot down the lines, a nice neat one. Finds Fitzgerald, who also plays on. He took on Danny Campbell inside 50, who was up in the air, but Danny Campbell's pressure was enough to get the football just to stop short where Adrian Slotchy took the mark.
He takes a couple of bounces, Slotchy inside defensive 50, goes long. Looking out here for Truck Llewellyn, takes a good strong mark over his head. The veteran fullback here of the Maroons. Lopez offers a lead, Burke offering a lead, but he decides to come inboard, and it's not a good looking kick because Hawking gets a hand to it, gets one over to Hare Heppel. Nagel now on to Pittman, going inside 50 again here, Leongatha. They're building the pressure here in this second quarter, and they need to. Best dives on the ball, but the umpire will come in and ball this one up 20 metres out, directly in front here of the Leongatha goal. And another little bit of a tussle. It hasn't really boiled over yet, but there's some strong feeling out there.
Well, certainly needs to be. The Parrots need this very first one, inside 50, directly in front from the stoppage. It was Nagel that got up for the Parrots, got down towards Borshman. The numbers favour the Maroons. They clear it out through Michael Stockdale. He twists and turns. He handballs to himself along the ground. Hildebrand comes in to help. So does the boundary line, and they've got it out 75 metres around from Leongatha's goal.
Good sign for the Parrots there. It's finally starting to put a little bit of pressure on the Traralgon defenders, working their ball outside defensive and not allowing their free ball movement, which we saw this quarter.
Seems to be going a little bit quicker with this style of play this quarter.
A little bit of a microphone issue there, Brownie. We'll come back to you for your super comments in just a moment, as the umpire will ball this one up, half forward flank. Leongatha is attacking in. We see streamers around the ground and banners and everything, but we don't generally see them for one per player in particular. But out there we have the number 20 there for Willis, because they love him. He's a cult figure at the Parrots, and they need him now as the handball comes there, and bursting on through as Mackie onto his left boot. He kicks it for a minor score just left of the stick, and the crowd is certainly filling down here, and a capacity crowd down there at Puds Bar, the big red caboose, as that ball has gone over the fence, and we're looking for the kids to bring that one on back.
If only they had a net, Daryl.
Yes, exactly right.
Very critical of the nets, isn't he, Wong? But they do their job.
Oh, they can do their job, Troy, and we have seen them be a little bit ineffective at times where the ball often goes over the top.
First look at the Growmaster Traralgon scoreboard. Win a $1,000 Growmaster Traralgon voucher. Enter in-store or online at trfm.com.au. The quarter-time margin of 25 points remains, with Traralgon 5-3-33 to Leongatha 1-2-8.
Michael Stockdale played onto himself, got outside 50, but Hawking comes in for the Parrots. So does Heppel. Hawking handballs across to Argento. 51 metres low as the eyes, misses the target to Timmy North,
that hit the
and it
ground.
was a bump ball. Yes, it looked like that up here as well. And the umpire paid the mark, and he's going to reverse it.
No, he's not. He's just telling him to get out. He's just waving away the flies.
Just directing traffic out there. He's got an aeroplane coming in, 747.
Give the man some white gloves and some table tennis paddles to direct him in. And the ball comes out here through North. Flying up high there with a big punch over the top was Tamata. And we're going to do it all over again here with a boundary throw in just off to the left here of the Traralgon bench. The ball about to come back into play. Willis and Amberg to go up and at it. Amberg with the front position gets a tap forward to advantage. Burke's going to be the first one to react and picks it up. He's got jets in his heels and he gets the ball forward. Coming out hard there was Kelly. That was a tough clash, and the ball's hit the ground, and we'll have another boundary throw in.
It was good to see Burke make the tackle that time. He went for the bump earlier inside forward 50. It cost them a shot on goal, but to make the tackle there and actually hurt him was a far better result.
So boundary throw in, attacking side now for the Maroons. Willis goes up, got it straight down, but Burke was there. He handballed across to Collison, twisting, gave it to Geary. Left foot kick, drives it inside 50. Britton's there over the back, so is Pittman. Britton works his play underneath it. Good work by Westaway. Johnson's now got it on the boundary, does a check side and misses for a minor score. And on the Growmaster Traralgon scoreboard, sees Traralgon 5 goals for 34, leading 1-8.
We need the teams that we've seen so far throughout this final series, when they don't maximise their opportunities, they do start to slip behind. Traralgon have had a couple of options this quarter, as have Leongatha, and the ball is now on the far wing, and a good defensive mark over the top there by Yench in front of the flags, representing each of the 10 clubs of the TRFN Gippsland League, and another strong mark taken there by Llewellyn. That's 2 strong overhead marks taken in this quarter so far, and he handballs it back to Collison, who stops, props, waits, measures up his kick, finds his man in Slotchy, looking for his players to break.
Try and switch again.
He does. He gives it back there to Collison, who brings it inboard, but picked off there by Klingon. He runs inside 50, has a long shot at goal, Klingon, and he puts it on through. He jumps up in the air and celebrates. Follow me, boys. I'm going to take you there. We're back in this game.
Really risky kick coming back through the corridor there from the captain. The coach, sorry, but he had a couple options to come wide, chose to go in the corridor, far riskier kick, and it went against him, and make his boys the Parrots. Got the intercept mark and created the goal.
And on the Growmaster Traralgon scoreboard, win a $1,000 Growmaster Traralgon voucher. Enter in-store or online at trfm.com.au. Leongatha now 2-2-14, trailing Traralgon by 20 points. The Maroons are on 5-4-34.
Critical thing there for Leongatha, and being their last 5 minutes as well, their ability to stop the fast play from Traralgon.
So back in the middle, it goes towards Klingon. This time Maskell gets it, drives it to centre half forward. No one can mark. At the front and square on that occasion was Mackie. Now Best comes out to meet it. He missed the handball to Lynch. Traralgon has a free kick off the play again. And they're calling it an elbow. It goes towards Best.
Might have been Amberg maybe.
So Best drives it inside 50. The lead comes out from Nagel. Spoil over the back by Yench. Front and square was Borshman. He gathers the football. They dive on him now. He's still got a bit of room. Handball's over the top. Heppel falls over. Nagel was there. Got pushed in the back. Play on, said the umpire. Heppel has to go again. Lots of Traralgon numbers now, surely. And we're going to see a ball up 15 metres out from Leongatha's goal.
You can sense the Parrots are building, aren't they? Their energy is lifting. They're getting themselves first into the contest, and they're meeting up the hard bodies there of Traralgon, which Vernon indicated was the difference in the first quarter. As the umpire slips over and the ball comes back into play. They've got numbers out the back, and Maskell picks it up, snaps onto his left foot. But getting back there, the last line of defence was F-Bomb Slotchy. An unlikely looking kick. Puts it out in front of Hall. He's pushed under it by Best. Best stops, props, look for his man on the lead there, and Hilberg met hard by Slotchy. Coming in there was Burke, picking up another possession and a handball over the top, puts Jackson Hall under pressure. He's met hard by Mackie, right in front of the big red caboose. A little bit of push and shove, a little bit of a Liverpool kiss there as well to boot, and we're going to have the ball come back in right in front of Pud's Bar here at Traralgon. 30 metres out from the Leongatha goals, and the Parrots are building.
So Hilberg goes up, double-fisted, straight down towards Lynch. Can't get it. Heppel's there, stands up in the tackle. 3 or 4 jump on him. Now they all jump on everyone else, and the umpire has no other option but to cross his arm and ball it up.
Leongatha got themselves back in the game by actually being good around stoppages, starting to win more of the ball from clearances and getting the ball forward on more occasions.
So can they get one from this stoppage? Mackie goes up, goes only as far as Campbell, who gave it to Geary. Left foot kick down towards the wing. Oh, going back, Chris Baboon. And that's exactly what the captain needs to do for the Parrots across the half-back line.
He's so courageous for Boone, and we spoke about at the start of the game. He's one guy who sets the tone for his side, and he's done just that as the kick goes up. But there's Matt Llewellyn. What's happened to him at quarter time? He's come out 3 strong overhead marks here. He's been released from the cauldron, or the dungeon that it is in the back, in that full back there, and he's come up the ground to centre half back, and he's relishing the opportunity out here in a nice sunny day, a capacity crowd, a record-breaking crowd here at the Traralgon Showgrounds. And Collison with the ball, he concedes ground and goes backward to the main man who sets up all their play, Michael Stockdale. Short kick, a bit of brotherly love, finds his brother there in Corey Stockdale. Takes a mark in front of Klingon.
It's a surprise.
They do kick to each other a lot, the brothers. And this one goes again to Llewellyn. Takes the mark and plays on. Runs to the wing, kicks it long, looking for Burge to fly over the top. Does just that. Verboon got a fist to it. Mopping it up there was their man in Johnston. Goes inside 50 through Boak Smith on the ground. Britton tries to get it out, but out the back. He's back on the ground. That was Vernon. It's a scrubber of a kick. Puts Horton under pressure. Getting down low there was Amberg trying to get it out. The players call for holding the ball, and they say, yep, you're right. There's a little bit of a tussle, just the young fellas out there, Boak Smith and Britton, 2 goal kickers so far. Got themselves in a little bit of a tussle, but back to the play, and the free kick is rewarded to Horton.
They go out wide to Zach Vernon's. Good to see him back on the ground. The run and draw, handball over the top. Now the run comes. This time it's Nagel down on the back line. He taps it forward, but only as far there as Traralgon. They reload. Matt North drives it inside 50. Burge was back there, falls in the hands of Lopez. Top of the square, he puts it through. Traralgon have got there first in this second quarter.
Really was a goal out of nothing there for Traralgon. There's a bit of argy-bargy goes on again, Pittman and Burge, but they were able just to get the goal. It looked like Leongatha were away, but the Maroons, goal out of nothing. They were able to take the momentum away from Leongatha. Game on.
On the Growmaster Traralgon scoreboard, win a $1,000 Growmaster Traralgon voucher. Enter in-store or online at trfm.com.au. Traralgon back out to a 26-point lead, 6-4-40 to Leongatha 2-2-14. We've played 12 minutes into the second quarter.
Yeah, they needed that one, Traralgon. They'd been caught in their back half a majority of this second quarter so far, but to get forward and sneak a goal against the run of play has been really important.
Beautiful tap from Amberg. Got it down to Collison inside 50. Buck Smith couldn't quite mark. Falls to front and square. Numbers there. Going back was Zach Vernon. He's done well. It's great to see him back out there. He's been Leongatha's best player. He gathers a football, has a bounce. His kick was another bit of an ordinary one, but it falls in the hand of DeMont. Half-back flank, he turns and wheels. Goes to the centre part of the ground. Hildebrand used his body well. Dropped what he should have taken, though. The kick is Lux of Fortune, lands in the hands of Collison, who gave it to Jacobson. He gave it to Stockdale. They go backwards now to Llewellyn. They're on centre wing, the Maroons. Flicked out the back to where Collison's there. They jump on him. He dropped the football, umpire. The crowd said yes. The umpire said yes. Free kick in the middle of the ground of the Parrots.
The pressure there by the Parrots was huge, and they had the Traralgon team handballing too much. They create the turnover there, a big tackle. Collison drops the ball. He is starting to come into the game, though, here, Collison, as he's a bit tired in the middle of the ground. The ball in the hands of Kelly. Gets it over now to Horton, sending it inside 50, looking for Besso. Huge clash over there between North, Tim North, that is, and Best. Both players slow to get back up with the ball. He lands in the hands of Heppel. Well tackled there by Stockdale. Good to hear both players are back up on their feet. A huge clash, a Monticella's big moment clash there between Jake Best coming out and was heavily met by Tim North.
Absolutely, ball up on the forward 50 of the Parrots. Amberg again, he's been fantastic all day. The clearance goes towards Hildebrand. Got it out towards the running Tim North and Danny Campbell, but the boundary line beats them both. Troy Makepeace, what's it like down there at the moment as the Parrots side have certainly lifted in the second quarter?
Yeah, it's really intense. Definitely has lifted. The good thing for the Parrots is they've lifted their work rate around the stoppages, like Brownie mentioned, but their pressure in not allowing Traralgon any free ball out of their defensive 50 is telling.
They need to get a bit more scoreboard pressure. The margin, though, is still 26 points in favour of the Maroons. There's a run through the middle of the ground from Klingon. Left foot kick to the open space. It's Best up against Jackson Hall. Coming in hard there was Slotchy to help him out. Got a handball out the front there of Jackson Hall, who gathers now. He handballs towards the boundary line. It goes out of bounds.
Continuing to work hard there, the Traralgon back six, all blocking and protecting for each other, and it's a game of inches. They're just pushing the ball forward, and gives them a chance to reset as the ball comes back into play. Defensive 50 for Traralgon, attacking 50 there for Leongatha. That makes sense, doesn't it? And so the ball's on the ground. There's Danny Campbell at the bottom. The umpire says that's not coming out, and so we'll have another ball up. right on the 50-metre line here, and Amberg gets front position, taps it forward. Argento on the bottom, he's able to grab the ball, but he can't get the ball out. Trying to get it through. We're going to do it all again, I feel, and we will. Again, they've gained a couple of metres here, Traralgon.
They certainly are. And Brandy, are you liking what your Traralgon guys are doing? They're just absorbing the pressure at the moment, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. Leongatha are really fighting hard at the moment and surging the ball forward. It's become a real contested game and one of real physicality.
Comes to Heppel, who runs to about 30 metres and misses for a minor score, and that's that scoreboard pressure we talk about. They have had a bit of the play, but a 25-point margin still in favour of Traralgon. That is on your Growmaster Traralgon scoreboard. Win a $1,000 Growmaster Traralgon voucher. Enter in store online at trfm.com.au.
Jackson Hall just kicks to himself. A little bit too high, but he's able to bring it down under immense pressure by Maskell. Goes out for Amberg, keeping his eye on the ball well there was Big Willis. The big Colt filler. What's he? Not a Colt filler. Colt figure. What you talking about, Willis? He's got his going long, and he has. It's a forward, twisting, turning. Over the top, a huge mark. Come in there over the top. Maskell just takes a huge flyer, and that is a Monticella's big moment. He'll go back and have a shot 20 metres out. 45-degree angle, lining up for the Parrots' third goal of the day.
Got to aim this at the right goalpost. The wind is just coming across his face at the moment, across the face of the goal, right goalpost, and bring it back with a breeze.
So he's kicking towards the railway end of the ground here at the Traralgon Recreation Reserve. They throw by 25 points as Cade Maskell of Leongatha comes in. Left foot, starts it to the left and stays that way for a minor score. Troy Makepeace, you're on the money.
And Big Willis has come off for a well-earned rest. Look for him to have a spell for about 2 or 3 minutes, get back on and try and finish this half off.
There's a free kick
running.
Just off the play. There's a free kick going in the way of Corey Stockdale.
Stockdale's got that run with roll on Horton, doing a fantastic job at it.
The agitator.
The Leongatha guys are just trying to fly the flag a little bit, help Horton out, but going about it the wrong way there.
Stockdale kicks it towards a wing where Matt North was there, lost it in the sun. Shem Hawking gathers a football, but it's picked off by Dylan Lopez. He's right in front of the coach's box. Right foot kick down the line. Burge is there. Can he mark? No. He got it on the half volley and it goes out of bounds. Boundary thrown in front of the deck.
I still think that's the matchup that Traralgon can exploit. If they can get the ball open for Burge to lead into, he's going to be a bit too fast for Westaway.
Yeah, he's got a bit of power there as well. It's important now Traralgon can keep this ball in their front half, get a bit of respite for a few minutes and hopefully get some scoreboard pressure back on the Parrots.
From this stoppage, Zach Vernon's already had one bounce. His metres gained this afternoon is huge. His kicking's just a little bit off in this second quarter. Great pick up by Maskell. Turns and delivers to Hilberg. Can't mark. Falls to the ground. Coming in quickly on that occasion was Tim North. He goes one way, goes back the other towards Slotchy, who blazes to no one. And coming out to mark it was Taz Klingon. So he just reloads, pumps it back inside 50, flying at the back. Oh, strong mark. Great work by Nagel, who has just hurt himself as he landed awkwardly.
A knee or an ankle as Slotchy worked hard to be able to try to make up for his mistake. Came in and met Nagel as he flew for the mark, and he's tweaked a knee or an ankle here. He's looking a bit proppy.
If I was Jake Best, I'd be getting close to him at the moment. Nick Argento's fairly smart there. Will he put it through, Brand, if he takes it? No.
Yeah, Nick's a fantastic kick. Heppel's floating around as well. But the matchup that's been a really good one today has been Jake Best on Hall. It's been one where they're both very quick players. They attract a lot of footy. And Hall's been getting a bit of footy on the offensive side as well, just trying to hurt Jake Best.
Well, he is up, but he is getting assisted off the ground at the moment. Looks like it to be a left ankle injury at the moment as Leongatha take the opportunity to make a couple of quick changes. This could upset that forward line of yours, Troy Makepeace.
Yeah, it's going to put a lot of pressure, especially with Zach Vernon with looks like a hip or a right quad, high right quad corky. We've seen a couple of his kicks come off the side of his boot, so he's a little bit concerned there. But this is going to be a big out if he's out for the rest of the day.
Well, this is also a big kick for Heppel. Right foot, he's missed one. He starts to the right, it bends it back, bending back. He likes it, he points to the crowd. The supporters down there in the pocket at the railway end. And at the 19.5-minute mark, Heppel has his first of the afternoon.
Yeah, just a rebound from half-back. We saw a terrible kick from Sloth. He had plenty of options short. He decided to bang it on the boot and kick it to all the Leongatha numbers behind the ball, which was disappointing. He made a terrific effort to make a contest in the air, but a little bit too late. need to use the ball better from halfback Traralgon, need to start to get a little bit more run back into their game, use the ball, link up like we saw in the first quarter. On
the Growmaster Traralgon scoreboard, win a $1,000 Growmaster Traralgon voucher. Enter in-store online at trfm.com.au. 18 points the difference, 6-4 Traralgon, 3-4 Leongatha.
Big clash on centre wing as the footy comes centre circle work. And they just jump on it. There's going to be a free kick holding the ball.
That's
it's going to go towards Matt North. No opportunity down there, Troy Makepeace.
Tell us what you really think, Makey. Ball in the hands now of Matt North. The Leongatha players fell over like 10 pins. Finds Michael Geary, gets a quick handball onto Danny Campbell, who's hot under pressure. Gets the ball forward and finds Tim Johnston inside 50, 45 metres out from goal. That was some good ball movement there by the Maroons.
Well, it was. It's just what the Leongatha side didn't want. The way they moved the football, we know how good they are with the foot skills. They are precise, and a great lead by Timmy Johnson. So will this be the quick reply? 20-minute mark. Right foot, starts it to the left. He's looking for that wind to bring it back. Is it coming back enough? It's not. So a minor score as Timmy Johnson gets another behind for the Maroons. 19-point margin.
Yes, Gab, we always know a side like Traralgon is going to respond to any pressure that's raised against them, and Leongatha need to understand it and respect that and just keep pressing. Traralgon are going to get a couple of goals. That's going to be a given, right? But if Leongatha can just keep pressing, have confidence in their own ability, and that's just
turnover.
That's going to hurt.
Yeah, well,
what I was going to say, if Geary goes back and kicks his goal after a nice
well, it's a crazy kick out of full-back. It nearly got picked off the first time, and then the second kick, well, it did get picked off by Michael Geary. Their foot skills are certainly just not quite there at the moment.
I don't know if so much their foot skills. Whilst their kicking hasn't been good, it's their decision-making.
Options, yeah.
They're just going short to 50-50s. When you're deep in defence and you're down in a grand final, you kick the ball long into space. As Geary comes in, 40 metres out, he's usually a sharp shooter. The wind brings that one back around. It brings it back around a little bit too far for another minor score for the Maroons. Takes them to 6-6, 42. The Parrots, Leongatha, 3-4, 22. That's a 20-minute margin. We've gone 22 minutes there. A lot of 2-2-2s. Rest in peace, Richie Benno.
So the quick kick again is a turnover inside 50. Stockdale gathers. He got tackled quickly. Going back there was Burge, and it goes out of bounds for a boundary throw. And again,
yeah, good pressure though after the initial turnover. They had a free player in the goal square, the Maroons just couldn't get the handball over top. But Leongatha certainly need to look at their field kicking and kick a bit longer. Like Wong's saying, get it out of there. Don't kick short to a 50-50 contest.
Boundary throw in. Up they go again. Willis tried to grab it again. This time, quick kick out of the back line there was from Fitzgerald. Only to the top of the 50. Heppel tries to dive in. So does Amberg. It is well. And a free kick is going to go in the way of Ben Amberg.
Give credit here to the big man.
Great effort
He had
from the big guy.
Players jumping all over him. Heppel came in and he just kept his head about him. They tried to take it off for him, and now he's been rewarded with a free kick doing the groundwork. And now he's been a huge player in this first half of the Maroons, shouldering a large percentage of the ruck work as he comes in directly in front from 50. It's a flat-looking kick. Boak Smith at the front of the pack on the second grab has pulled it down. He's going to be kicking this one from right on the boundary line. A strong mark overhead by the young man. But the big boys at Traralgon are standing up late here in the second quarter.
Normally Goose is kicking those wobblers, not marking them. So this will be an interesting little challenge for him. He missed one down the other end late in the first quarter. Just needs to think his way through this. Probably a right foot check side, I'd imagine.
20-point margin. He's going with the right foot check side, and he's missed it to the near side. He's kept it skinny on that occasion. And 23.5-minute mark, just a couple of let-offs for the Parrots as Jason Tamata just came off in front of you there, Troy Makepeace.
Yes, spot on, Scud. Just grabbing at the right hip area. Might have just got a knock. Getting a bit of the magic spray at the moment, so look for him to come back on. But, yeah, another injury concern.
Well, this time they do kick it long and wide. It was Klingon, got it outside 50, a big pack, no one can mark. On all fours was Baboon. Good tackle by Heppel on Tim North. But the umpire said you didn't have prior opportunity. We'll ball this one up. As well, they've got Nick Nagel off at the moment as well, so they won't want Jason Tamata spending too much time on the bench as well. As a ball up right in front of the deck, Campbell's front square, couldn't quite gather it nicely, gave it across to Borshman, who gave it to Kelly. He drove it outside 50, got it to the wing. Zach Vernon was there, couldn't mark. Oh, good work, nice pick up on that occasion by Fitzgerald. DeBont now for the Parrots, drove it inside 50. Hilberg's there. He's up against his teammate, his opponent. Oh, Hilberg has a left foot shot at goal with the wind coming from right to left. Is a tough shot from there.
The idea was right. There was a vacant goal square and he weighed up his options. And as a forward inside 50, you always go for a shot. but the kick was slightly wayward, missing out to the left. And we're seeing quite a few points here, both sides just failing to take their opportunities as we wait for Michael Stockdale to bring it in, and he plays on with a little kick to himself, gets a little kick forward, it's effective, finds Geordie Burke. It went just the required 15 metres. Burke still deep inside defensive 50, kicks the ball long down the line, looking for Johnson, a huge fly over the top by Kelly. He's unable to bring it down, so the ball hits the ground. Kelly dives back in again. The serial pest is at the bottom of the pack. He's doing the hard work. They love him down here at Leongatha, but he's given away a free kick on the bottom of the pack. A little bit tough, that one, we think, but the free kick goes away now of Johnston on the half-back flank for the Maroons.
Paul Carter, free kick count?
Free kick count this quarter, 6-3 Traralgon's way.
And on your Growmaster Traralgon scoreboard, sees Traralgon 6-7-43, leading Leongatha 3-5-23. It is Gippsland Live on TRFM at the 25-minute mark of the second quarter.
The sting's gone out of the game a little bit here as the Traralgon players going to work hard. There's big Matt Llewellyn come in. Gets spoiled from behind, but Maskell puts a handball to advantage out in front of the igniter in best, and has the igniter the right here. He hits the very top piece of the goalpost. As the fitters and turners were putting that one together, they just added an extra millimetre, and that is therefore gone and hit the post. He's wild out there, Jake Best. That was the igniter that he wanted.
Well, it certainly was. That they needed it 26-minute mark, second quarter.
I would have loved it if he was a redhead, because a redhead igniter, there's none no better. As the ball comes out, it's Slotchy, right in front of the big red caboose. He's there, he's deep, and he kicks it long, looking for the worker Lopez, but over the back. There, mopping up was Dumont. Takes a mark on the chest, unopposed. Points to the mark, he says, is that it? He says it is, and he plays on. Sends it inside of the danger spot, 40 metres out, directly in front. Big punch from behind from Yench. Coming in, trying to pick it up. Players are diving over it everywhere. The ball will be bounced. 26 minutes gone. Second quarter. Traralgon are in front by 19 points, 40 metres out from the Parrots' goal.
So Willis and Amberg. Willis works his opponent underneath it. Handballs across to the running. Lynch has a flying shot at goal. It's working its way back. That's what they wanted from the stoppage. Ashley Lynch, great goal, 27-minute mark. That's the one you want before half-time.
That's a big goal there by Lynch. Again, we're just seeing points everywhere. He's just come through, and something out of nothing. A good tap out by Willis. Opened it up, and there was no one on him, and he's running and he's kicked a goal from 30 metres out.
Exactly what Traralgon didn't want. They had a lot of numbers behind the ball, trying to jam it up late in this second quarter, but yeah, just a nice hit out into space, and a great finish through a lot of traffic.
On the Growmaster Traralgon scoreboard, win a $1,000 Growmaster Traralgon voucher. Enter in store online at trfm.com.au. Leongatha up to 4-6-30, trailing by 13 points. Traralgon 6-7-43.
Great goal from Ashley Lynch. Chance for the Bob Jane team. Mark Traralgon, goal of the day, of course. Back in the middle. No one can get a clean handball or a kick away. This time, though, Heppel just picks it up. Kicks a barrel inside 50. Best is there. One hand up. Couldn't quite mark. Falls to ground. Vernon crashing his way through on that occasion was Matt North holding the football. The crowd yells. Play on, said the umpire. Now I'll ball it up as a big pack forms.
Gee, wow. red time goals. They're good if you can get them. They hurt if they're against you. And they've already got one here in the red time, the Parrots, and they're surging. They're looking for a second. We have just gone 28 minutes. The ball goes up. Willis tries to tap. Gets it down only as far as Matt North, and he cops a push in the back. A little bit overzealous there by Dumont. Just got into the back of Matt North. They got time here, Traralgon, to settle. As he looks down the line, he sees Boak Smith and Geary. Boak Smith to fly, and he does. He gets his hands to it, but a good spoil there by Verboon. He's never out of a contest, is he?
He's very good at that, and he's got just as long arms as Christian Buck Smith has as well. So a good match-up on that occasion. So can they get another one, the Leongatha side, going into half-time? The margin is 13 points. First time in the game they kicked 2 goals in a row, the Parrots. From the stoppage in front of us here on true centre wing, Geary got the football, kicked it along the line, it went out of bounds. Down the line, boundary throw in. Troy Makepeace.
I want to see Dale Horton start to get in the game. I know we've wrapped up Corey Stockdale. He's a fantastic stopper of key opposition players, but Horton just needs to work harder, just needs to attack the footy, put his head over the ball, not worry about the tag, put his head where not a lot of players want to put their head, and get a couple of free kicks and just start to win the ball that way.
Leongatha had 2 off the back of the pack, and they win this one, but giving it up was Pittman. He gave it straight to Burke. He's lucky here because it's going to come back. Kelly's going to win a free kick.
He's done the old handball to a teammate and then tackle him straight away, trying to win himself a free kick.
And he was lucky on that occasion as Big Mackie comes in to try and push his weight around a little bit as well. So Leongatha have won the free kick at centre half back, and it's going to Kelly. Rhett Kelly it is of Leongatha. Just need to consolidate here at the moment. From that stoppage a couple of moments ago, Leongatha had 2 spare players inside their defensive 50. They end up winning the footballs. Kelly's kick was a turnover. A shocking kick landed in the hands of Burke.
Burke just went back with courage and took a mark. Again, that decision making. Some of their better users of the ball are just making bad decisions right now. As Burke with the ball, kicks it to the half-forward flank as the siren goes to end a huge first half here at the Traralgon Showgrounds.
Well, the second quarter went 30 minutes as well, and on your Growmaster Traralgon scoreboard at half-time sees Traralgon 6-7. In the TRFM Gippsland League Grand Finals about to get underway. Currently 13-point margin in favour of the Maroons. The umpire holds the footy up. Amberg and Willis. This time Amberg got it down to the runner Collison. Heppel goes in hard. Oh, coming off the back of the pack was Maskell hard at it. Got towards half forward though for the Maroons. Lopez gave it to Geary. Drives it inside 50. Burgess on his own. Oh, he couldn't quite mark. He put one hand out and the wind just carried a little bit further on and just missed the target.
Yeah, I think he thought that ball was going to drop a little bit shorter than what it did, and the wind did pick it up, and it's getting quite blowy out there right now. Imagine, Makey, if you had a few more follicles on that forehead of yours, they'd be blowing through this wind as the ball comes back in flight, and Christian Boak-Smith gets the tap down into the danger spot, and there's Johnston mopping it up, gets it over top to Willis, the Colt figure, gets a little torry, a little barrel forward, and Jacobson nearly kicked that one out of bounds on the full, and we'll have a boundary throw in 70 metres out from the Traralgon goals.
Just if you look to your right, guys, out of the commentary box, you'll see Nick Nagel walking the boundary line. He wants to come back on, being a grand final, but looks very proppy on that left leg.
Oh, Maskell got it forward towards Best, who couldn't mark. Slotchy was there, head over the football. They tackle him now. They jump on top. Jackson Hall comes in to give a bit of handout. Good work by the Parrots. They kept their feet. Dumont stood up in the tackle. Now we got gang tackled by 3 or 4 of them. The umpire said, we're not going anywhere. A ball up. Half
a little hit behind the play on Best on Stockdale. The agitator, he's at it. I love the agitators out there as the tap comes out. Klingon gets another possession, only as far as Pittman, but mopping it up was Jennings. He's been well held this quarter as Geary's doing a little bit of hopping out there, maybe copped a stop into the big toe there, but he's all right, and the ball goes down, and again, some 60 metres out here from the Traralgon goal. Josh Jennings had a quiet day, Paul.
Yeah, 6 disposals and only 2 in that second quarter one.
He's being very well held down there as he looks to have a bit of a roll now on Klingon as he gets an arm on, but Willis gets a tap out to space, but it goes to the advantage of Burke. Gets it over there to Collison, centering ball, puts his man under pressure there in Tim North, but gets it back to Slotchy. Slotchy releases F-bomb. Slotchy kicks it forward to Lopez going down low, drags it in, but it wasn't a mark, so the umpire will ball this one up centre half forward. Traralgon's attacking end. Look at Nick Nagel down there. He is very proppy.
Well, it is a grand final, though. You do everything you can to try and get back out on the ground. As Argento got driven into the back, the umpire said no. We'll ball this one up. Attacking forward 50 for the Traralgon side.
Both sides attacking the ball hard. A lot of stoppages early here in this third quarter.
Willis tries to hit it over his head. Amberg did well. Jennings on this occasion at the stoppage. On all fours now. Good work by Kelly. He faked it as if he got one high. Play on, they said. Geary dives on top of it as well. Again, the football doesn't come out, but the umpire's picked a free kick out of there. Just wants to clear that area, I'd say.
A reverse headlock. Saw the free kick go the way there of Kelly, and he plays on. He kicks it long down to centre half forward, looking for the fly of Mackie. Coming in there hard with Slotchy along with Llewellyn.
Oh, good tap.
Punch forward to by Dumont to advantage, and he's found Maskell down by himself, 50 metres out, centering kick there. Jake Best flies up high. Ball's hit the ground. The umpire's called play on. He thought he had the mark, and now there's the make-up. There's the make-up one.
There's no make-up. He dropped it. Ball hit the ground.
He's been called for high. The umpire panicked a little bit there, but he did cop one a little bit high. Jake Best, he's going to have a shot at goal to kick his first of the game.
Are you happy with that one, Makey?
Absolutely. That was a mark all the way, and as Nagel's just making his way back into the change rooms.
As Brownie wasn't happy, of course, looking after the Traralgon side this afternoon, Lee Brown.
Didn't know we were playing one hand, one bounce, but that's okay.
As Jake Best in front of the deck on a slide angle, 45 metres out, starts it to the left. Where's the wind? Oh, it doesn't come back. Well, earlier on, that would have started left to right nicely. On that occasion, it stayed dead barrel straight.
It did, and we thought that was all going to come back, but it didn't. So another minor score there, and it sees Michael Stockdale to bring the ball back into play. He goes a short little kick there and put Tim North under pressure, but he was good enough to take the mark. Up in front, still deep inside defensive 50. Looking for some movement up ahead. So he decides to go long and goes long down the line for Johnston over the top of Baboon, but Johnston, strong mark out in front there on the half-back flank, especially in front of Baboon. He doesn't miss too many with the spoil, and Johnston elects to play on. He kicks the ball high up and under, looks for Lopez to fly, and he does. He drops the chest mark, hits the ground. Heppel, he's tackled hard, but he gets a release. It's a handball. Vernon just shrugging off tackle after tackle and gets one forward, flying high there but unable to bring in the mark was our man in Hilberg. We haven't seen a lot of him today either, Hilberg. He's been very well held, but as we know with this Leongatha side, you give them an inch, they can kick goals very quickly.
Of course, on the Dailies Group scoreboard, providers of quality feed, seed and fertilisers sees a 12-point margin in favour of Traralgon. The 5-minute mark of this third quarter, and there's a free kick being paid. It's going in the way of Leongatha, and Hilberg has it. So he's going to have a shot from goal. This is going to be from a boundary throw-in stoppage free kick.
He's a left-footer, Scud. So, again, left side of the goalpost and bring it back with a breeze. Distance shouldn't be a problem.
Well, let's see how he goes. He walks inside 50. He gets to about 45. He starts it to the left. The umpire waits and misses. Kept it to the skinny side, a minor score.
Need to take the most of your opportunities, Brownie.
Yeah, you do, but it'd be disappointing if the umpires start to have a influence on this game. They're calling a couple of ticky touchwood free kicks. It's let's just continue how we've been going in the first half and stick to playing footy.
Those free kicks, of course, coming inside Leongatha's 50. It's another short kick there. That's pinpoint, isn't it, by Stockdale? He backed himself in and he found Campbell. Gets one over to Burke, who has to fly one-handed. It was a little bit too high. Llewellyn comes in to lend support. Burke there, he's taken high and he gets a handball forward under pressure by Hilberg. Llewellyn mops it up and kicks it forward to Burge. He's got options down the field, but he's got some 2-on-1s down there and he looks for Britton, but he decides to go longer. Lopez has got a lot of work to do. Flying over the back was Tamata. Gearing, trying to do the front and centre and tackles down Horton. Ball release and they got to run. Jennings slips over at the crucial time, gets a handball forward. Britton has a bounce, runs into the open goal. He loves this end. He's kicked 4.
Well, Hayden Britton, he loves a run and carry with the bounce of the football as well. He got 3 first quarter goals. He was pretty quiet in that second quarter, and he's come out on fire in the third. That's his 4th for the game.
And we spoke about Jennings having a quiet first half. He's actually got his hands on the ball.
Josh Jennings is getting his hands on the ball. Also, Tim North doing the link-up work there. Opportunistic goal. It breaks your heart when the Parrots, they have a couple of shots on goal. They're unable to convert. Traralgon get it down the other end and get a lucky break out the back.
Well, their foot skills are very, very good, and it's on show this afternoon as the tap contest goes backwards towards Traralgon's way of goal. Amberg gathers now to Matt North, who kicks it around his body. Got it inside 50. Britton's there again. He gathers it. Oh, no, he doesn't. He just runs over the top of it. Fitzgerald was there. Borshman it was, sorry, and also on that occasion, West away. Well, Britton was, I think his eyes lit up, didn't it?
He loves this end. He's kicked all 4 goals down here, and he's certainly looking lively as the ball goes over the boundary line for another throw-in. But
free kick.
It's a free kick being tapped straight over there by the big man in Willis.
Which way are they going to call this, though? Because it was...
I think the boundary umpire's calling it Leongatha's way, but the Traralgon players were claiming it.
Yeah, it was third man up, I think. It was a tough one.
Gee whiz, Brownie, seeing some interesting decisions.
Yeah, they're woeful.
So
no matter where they come from, what they do, what level, they're all woeful.
Again, Brownie, tell us what you really think. Makey and Brownie, opposing coaches up here in the commentary box, and they're not holding anything back.
Well, they agree on one thing anyway.
Boundary throw-in. That's on the attacking side for the Maroons. We're about 80 metres out from goal, though, as Amberg, beautiful tap over the back to Collison. Got it inside 50. Oh, coming across the front was Klingon. He took the mark and then he handled across to Lynch. Oh, now the turnover comes. Timmy Johnson got sat on. Should be a free kick. No, said the umpire. Now the footy's in dispute. They jump on top of him and a ball up. Wow.
Ooh.
We know that they are kamikaze Leongatha. They just need to hold onto the football, though.
It's all about decision making, and they need to make some right decisions, because if Traralgon get another one here, this is the Premiership quarter. The pressure will be right on. A beautiful tap over the back by Amberg. Slung around there was Matt North. He gets a boot to it. And a free kick has been picked out.
He didn't pay holding the ball, which he could have, and then found something else. And that's your make-up one, Brandy, you talk about.
Yeah, we'll give him a spell for 5 minutes.
And Lynch with the ball. He plays on. Lopez came from nowhere, tried to smother it, put some pressure on the kicker, but Horton was able to come in, slide in and take a mark. kicks it over the top. Borshman, he's been quiet today also, gets a little one over the top. Zach Vernon, he hasn't been quiet. He's been prolific, and he gets the run on, and there's Horton through the middle of the ground, kicking it long, going back there with courage was Heppel. Handball over the top by Stockdale, back into traffic. Horton's had 3 touches in 10 seconds. He's coming in to try and get number 4. He's just pushing the ball forward. They're all coming in from everywhere. Leongatha players ducking and diving and weaving. He's been caught with the ball. The umpire says play on. Players converge on it, and that's not coming out. We're going to have another ball up, but there's Horton just getting his stat count up very quickly.
He's had a bit of a dog of a day there, Wong, but that could well and truly propel him into getting back into this game.
Comes out towards Dumont, who couldn't quite get away from the stoppage, so that falls on the ground again, and we've got a ball up inside forward 50 for the Leongatha side. And they look really good when they run and carry the football, don't they, with their natural game. Traralgon have been very good on the counter, have just been able to slow that down, and they've been doing it a little bit better for longer at the moment. As inside 50 for the Parrots, can they get something from the stoppage? A free kick's going to be paid. It's going in the way of Leongatha. Didn't see that one, Troy Makepeace, did you?
The umpire signalled too high.
It was a throw, wasn't it?
Free kick 6-1 Leongatha's way this quarter.
Oh, that says it all, Lee Brown, as Aaron Heppel, who will come in. He's on a slide angle. He'll end up kick from about 45 metres out from goal. The margin at the moment, 10-minute mark, is 17 points in favour of Traralgon.
3 free kicks inside attacking 50 for the Parrots.
Heppel, right foot kick, starts it to the left. The umpire rocks back. I think it's through. He does like it. The crowd likes it for the Parrots, and that is their first goal of this third quarter to Aaron Heppel.
Aaron Heppel becomes the first multiple goal scorer for Leongatha today. He's been able to convert. They've missed a few opportunities in this third quarter so far, the Parrots, but Heppel, he doesn't miss. He's a terrific footballer, and he put that one straight through.
And on the Dailies Group scoreboard, providers of quality feed, seed and fertilisers takes Leongatha to 5-8-38, trailing Traralgon by 11 points, 7-7-49.
Probably needs to be a look at the rules there. VFL player, depending on how many games you play up there, probably needs to be a cut-off point. So he's come back, VFL player, he's been there all year. Yeah, disappointing.
Oh, level off by the fact that man there...
As he just broke out of the right at the wrong time. Make pieces. Collison got inside 50, but Vernon was there again. He's gang tackled again. He's football. He got rid of the football, got slung afterwards. Corey Stockdale did well. Coming through was Borshman. Here's that man Heppel. Kicks it over his head. Now they got some space. Running onto it is Pittman. No, it's Dumont. He takes it on. Then he got rid of the football, and professionally done. And a free kick goes to, on that occasion, it is Dumont.
Hildebrand did well to hold himself there. I thought he was about to give the umpire a fair old spray, which would have resulted in a 50, but he withheld as Dumont kicks a high up and Rascal! He's dropped the mark. Gee, whoa. He was touching the clouds and flying with the seagulls. The ball's been there, coming in, and there's a free kick being paid. Inside attacking 50.
Oh, and it's on too.
Going the way with Jake Best, and it's on Lynch. He's on the ground.
And there's a free kick, more importantly, going to Jake Best right in front of the deck. And the free kick count again, Paul Carter.
8-1 Traralgon, Leongatha's way.
Yeah, we need a number. We need a number on this umpire.
Oh, Brownie, come on. Don't worry about the free kick count. How about Maskell's fly?
Well, it was very high.
He just stayed up there.
As Jake Best, can he capitalise? 49 metres out, starts it to the right. The wind's blowing from left to right, which means it's a minor score. And on the Dailies Group scoreboard, providers of quality feed, seed and fertiliser.
Leongatha 5-9-39, now 10 points behind Traralgon, 7-7-49.
The intensity is lifting out here, as is the temperature. The players are really starting to get heated out here, and flying up high was Lopez. The ball hits the ground, and Burge gets a quick release handball. Jacobson takes the quick bounce, kicks it forward. Boak Smith's got space, wraps up the mark in front of Verboon. He's got an open forward line with Johnston streaming into it, but he kicks it short to Jacobson. It's a nice looking kick. Jacobson 70 metres out, looking for some movement inside 50. He's got Johnston and he's got Jennings long. Opts to go the Johnston direction. Coming back there with courage was Vernon, and he affects the spoil. Sees that one go over the boundary line. There's a huge crowd here at Traralgon Showgrounds.
It's a record. It is a record. 5,410 people here this afternoon. And you said 5,400, I think, Long.
I sure did. Looking into that crystal ball, sometimes a bit foggy, but not today. And I bet the crystal ball says the guys at the big red caboose are having a beautiful day. As Heppel takes the tap, but he gets wrapped up there. We're going to have another ball up.
And Nick Nagel just come back out from the rooms. It looks like he's trying everything he possibly can, but I don't think it's going to be good enough. As Jennings from the stoppage inside 50 came to Campbell, had a fresh airy, Ball still in dispute in there. Matt North, Burge in tight spaces. Gave it to Jacobson. The footy got smothered. Comes back out to Tim North, who goes backwards to Jennings. We're still inside 50 though. Now the Parrots can reload as Best kicks a wobbly barrel towards half forward. It bounces over the head. Lynch was there and it bounces just away from him. Maskell's there. So is Jackson Hall. He's usually cool under pressure as Jackson Hall. Maskell does well. He wins the contest. Handball, though, comes from Tim North to Hall, who goes backwards to Collison, who goes into the middle of the ground. It's a bit of a wobbly kick. Turnover? No. Good work by Matt North. Handball's over the top. Lopez is there. Gave it to Matty North again. Left foot kick to the top of the 50. Burge comes up to meet it. Can't quite gather now. Hildebrand. Handballs to the runner, Corey Stockdale. He gathers 30 metres out. Handball over the top to Britton. Here's that man. He's got 4 inside 50. Campbell. All sorts of pressure. Oh, kick off the ground by Taz Klingon to relieve a little bit of pressure.
And he's kicked it out. And the players appeal for a free kick. But how is the pressure there of the defence of the Leongatha side? The Traralgon players were surging. The tackle count went right up and Klingon was able to get the ball free, which sees a boundary throw in. Just the hard work. Danny Campbell laid a big shepherd as he went for the ball to create space for his players. Players are coming in and we've got another ball up here. Gee, the fatigue will be starting to lift on these players. It's just a wonder whether the Leongatha side will have spent a few more tickets, having had to have played last week while Traralgon enjoyed the rest. A free kick being paid the way of Lopez. A little bit questionable there. Willis called for pushing as he grabbed the ball out of the ruck. Brownie not
questionable. Even that's a Traralgon free kick, mate. That's still questionable. Sometimes you can ruck better with technique and you get pinged.
We just like having a bit of a jibe every now and again, mate, so I'll pay that one. It's all good.
Lopez, he's out on the half-forward flank, kick short. There's Burge out on the lead. Marks, plays on, swings around onto the right foot, sends it in. Johnson's got the sit. Coming out, Willis, he got a fist in there at the last moment. Heppel went hard, taken high. He lost his head. And the ball, his hair actually protected him there from a hard hit, and he plays on quickly.
Well, they get it out towards Horton. They look to switch again. Verboon has worked to the far side. They go to him now. Can he run in carry Verboon? No. Good work by Christian Buck-Smith.
Just have a look at Big Benny Willis. He's taken in the deep ones. He's done a whole lot of work. 16 minutes gone in this third quarter. It could be time to maybe give him a little spell.
Well, the margin's 10 points at the moment. It's been an entertaining third quarter. The Parrots have reduced that margin again. It was 13 points at half-time as Horton, right foot kick, outside 50, up flying was Zach Vernon, but well read by Geordie Burke on the wing, who delivers a back inboard to where Amberg is for the Maroons. We've got 17-minute mark, third quarter, as Amberg drives it to the 50. Good strong mark by one of the smallest men out there in Matty North, inside 50.
Yeah, he was third man up and he just stood his ground and took a mark over his head. The Parrot boys just misread that one. He's got to take his very best kick. He'll be kicking it from just outside 50, the breeze blowing directly across him. But if he can kick this one, this will be a Monticella's big moment.
It's an important one. They've had a lot of ball in their front half for the last 15 minutes or so. So really important kick here just to steady the ship.
So Matty North, he's going to kick from about 50, make it 48 metres. The kick was actually smothered. It drops to about 15 metres out. Now they're under pressure are the Parrot defenders. Going in hard was Geary. Good work on that occasion by Best. He's doing it both ends of the ground. The football's still in dispute though. We're about 30 metres around. Traralgon's goal. No one can gather. The umpire says we'll ball it up.
Not a bad move there by the Parrots. So Makey, you're the coach in here in the commentary box today, or down on the fence, to get Jake Best there on the ball to bring him into the game.
Yeah, the call at half-time was Bo Vernon felt that if they weren't getting any delivery up forward, just to go up and get involved in the play, and then, like Best has done, get a couple of touches, get your confidence up, and then go back and try and correlate that into some forward 50 touches as well.
Well, they got it out to the wing where Hawking gathers. He kicks it over the top. The run, here's Fitzgerald up against Yench. Yench does well, hits it towards the boundary, tries to put a shepherd on, does nicely. Michael Stockdale gathered just inside the boundary line. Yench has to go again. Llewellyn there for the Maroons, who slaps it on his boot. Got it to the wing. There was no one there. Lynch, Vernon does well. Jumps on the football was Britton. Gave it across to Geary. The run comes through Jennings. Left foot scrubby kick towards the 50. Tamata's there. He handballs back to Pittman, who couldn't quite gather it. They go back in again. It's tough in the clinches. Geary wraps up Tamata, and the umpire says we'll ball it up.
A couple of Traralgon guys were coming off trying to effect an interchange, and it meant that Leongatha had numbers. They just needed to be watching where the ball was. They could add some numbers around there and been able to kick it forward.
Ball up, 55 metres out from Traralgon's goal. Big spoil by Willis on that occasion. Only as far though back was Hildebrand. Heppel does well in the clinches. Handballs to Kelly, who kicks it down the line. Maskell was in front spot, couldn't mark. Good spoil by Slotchy. Lynch comes through hard. Hit over the football, does well. Handballs out to Dumont, who goes backwards, but it was picked off by Geordie Burke. So he runs, delivers inside 50 to Johnson, who can't mark. Great spoil going back, Pittman. And Westaway dives on the football as Michael Geary wraps him up.
The player ran back in Pittman without no sight of the ball, jumped into the player.
Great spoil.
Affected the spoil there. I'm not too sure. We've seen 3 up the other end. We've got to keep it consistent.
Oh, right. It was a great spoil. He went back with courage and put on the spoil as it went inside 50. Burge was the third man up. Hawking was there for the Parrots. Going in hard was Vernon and Campbell, the 2 number 1s.
Brownie?
Yeah, this game's going to be one with contested footy. We've seen the run and the space open up, but it's the inside footy and the hard contested stuff that'll actually win the game today.
Willis again tries to clear that 5 metre radius of the ball up. Doesn't quite do so. Klingham was there. Now Vernon's close to the boundary line. Goes out of bounds in front of the red caboose here at Traralgon. And at the 20-minute mark of this third quarter in the TRFM Gippsland League Grand Final, Traralgon to 7-7-49, leading Leongatha 5-9-39.
Ruck contest, Lopez against Willis. Ball comes back in. Lopez gets a nice little tap out into space and going over the back was Collison. Receives a handball from Jennings and has a snap on goal. There's a coach's goal for you. That's a 16-point margin now, the Maroons' favour.
Oh, there's your Bob Jane T-Mart Traralgon goal of the day contender. Best price guaranteed on wheels and tyres.
Yeah, fantastic tap out to space and just some really good awareness from Josh Jennings.
And on the Daily Scribs scoreboard, the providers of quality feed, seed and fertilisers, we find Traralgon now 8-7-55, leading by 16 points over Leongatha. They're 5-9-39. That's 20 minutes into the third quarter.
It's sort of been around that margin for the entire game, Troy Makepeace. Do you try something completely different, or you just stick with it?
I want to get Hilberg into the game. Slotchy's done a fantastic job on him. Maybe get him up and run around on a wing for 5 or 10 minutes.
Well, can they win the stoppage? Collison was there for the Maroons. You got to try to get away to Campbell. Coming through, though, was Klingon, who gathers, turns on does a U-turn, but runs and carries the ball. Has a bounce. His left foot kicks a bit of it up in the air as he got tackled when he kicked it. Coming off the back line was Yench. It only comes far as Dumont. Now they've got width out here through Hawking. He gathers. Oh, he had a fresh area as well. Just dropped the football. Dumont has to go again. And going in hard was Mackie. Tries to handball out the back. He can't do so. They jump on top of him. And a free kick's going to go to Mackie over the shoulder.
I think Dumont might have even smothered Shem Hawking there.
So it's Mackie, Jake Mackie, left foot kick inside 50, going to fly at the back there's that man Hilberg, takes an absolute screamer on the shoulders of Timmy North.
Did I say play him deep out of the square?
45 metres out from goal. He got up, took a strong mark in the end, he took it on the chest. And that's why you don't play him deep, Troy Makepeace.
That's one way of getting yourself back into the game. Take a real confidence lifter of a mark. And he can really stir up the Parrots here if he can put this one on through. Could be another Monticella's big moment.
Well, they need to get it back to 10 points. It's Hilberg from 48 metres left foot. It starts left. The wind brings it back nicely. It's a good reply. The margin now, 10 points, 22-minute mark, third quarter.
Never looked like missing that one by Hilberg. He just kicked out that ball hard and it did not deviate straight through the middle. That's a great response by the Parrots.
On the Daily Scribs scoreboard, providers of quality feed, seed and fertilisers, Leongatha go to 6-9-45, trailing Traralgon by 10 points. The Maroons are 8-7-55. We're coming up to the 23-minute mark of the third quarter.
He was pivotal for Leongatha last week against Mafra in Aaron Hilberg. If he can get up and about in the next
10 minutes or so.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Last 5 minutes of this quarter.
Yeah, 22-minute mark of the third quarter. They need to do something. They can't quite get it within that single-digit margin at the moment. As Tomato is in the middle, he tried to take him on, and that is holding the football or throwing it. Take your pick.
Incorrect disposal, we'll stick with.
Well, that's what the crowd said as well. As Matt North, right foot inside. His nice little kick finds Jennings. Still in the centre square. Attacking side, though, for the Maroons. Now Jennings puts it inside 50, misses his target. Geary goes back, he falls over, got driven into the ground as Kelly jumped on top of him.
This quarter I don't think will go as long as the other quarters. The ball hasn't been over the fence as often, so we have just gone 23 and a half minutes, and that 10-point margin remains. Ball inside attacking 50 for the Maroons. Ruckman go up. Doesn't look like it's going to be coming out of there any time soon, and that's just the case there as the player, Verboon, trying to punch the ball.
Well, the nets are working well in this third quarter, are they, Wong?
Yes, the net is doing a good job down there. It's really good of her to come and offer her services in this third quarter.
As a ball up inside 50 for the Maroons. Leongatha just tap it out through Tamata. The run comes from Dumont. Over there as well is Maskell. He handballs backwards to his teammate in Pittman, who is happy to go out of bounds, 60 metres around from Traralgon's goal.
First half, guys, Leongatha kicked the last goal of each of the first 2 quarters. If they can get another one here before this third quarter is over, it's going to be game on in this last quarter.
It certainly will be. Boundary throw-in. 60 metres around. Tim Johnson got up. Got it down towards Jennings, who gave it to Collison. Right foot kick around inside 50. Burge. Strong. Nearly over the shoulder. Play on. Lopez is there. Tries to handball backwards towards Burge, who gave it to Timmy Johnson on the boundary. Right foot shot at goals across the face. And it goes out of bounds close to the behind point.
Probably better than a point there, Wong, just to set up and have another go at it.
Just on Makey's point there, the 28-minute mark of the first quarter and the 27-minute mark of the second quarter, Leongatha were able to kick goals in red time as the ball comes up. Lopez with a tap over the back, but another free kick has been picked out. It's going the way in the ruck contest to Tamata. He releases the ball quickly. Klingon, gee, he's run and carried the ball well today. He's kicked the ball out towards Lynch, but it missed its target. It's beat Lynch over the line. We'll have another boundary throw-in. They've been let off the hook there, the Maroons.
The free kick count this quarter, 11-3 Leongatha's way.
Any other key stats inside 50s? How are they
inside 50s, 11-7 to Traralgon.
Well, there have been 11 free kicks paid in total in the first half there, Paul.
20.
So boundary throw, and they knock it inside forward 50. Going back with a bit of courage there on that occasion was Westaway. Couldn't quite get it though. Geary comes out after a quick kick, takes the mark. Directly in front, will kick from about 45 metres out from goal, and they could get something from nothing on that occasion.
Yeah, they've traded goal for goal so far this quarter. Both teams have kicked 2 goals apiece, and Michael Geary, the captain of the club here, if there's ever a time for a captain's goal, now is the time. He's playing in his last game for the Maroons, having announced his retirement at the start of the final series, and Geary comes on in from 45 metres out. He's given it plenty of flight. The players like it. That is a captain's goal. Geary has come out and kicked his first.
Yeah, great captain's goal.
How's that voice going? As Brownie's had a very big week, of course, we can tell. It's just holding on, Brownie.
No, it's just about to go. Just a goal out of nothing. Just a quick kick out of a pack. Just surge the ball forward as often as you can, and you can try and create something out of nothing, and that's exactly what they've done. Just need to keep getting it inside forward 50, and that's where they're creating those opportunities. Hasn't been pretty.
On the Dailies Group scoreboard, providers of quality feed, seed and fertilisers. Traralgon 9-7-61, Leongatha 6-9-45, almost 27 minutes into the third quarter.
We've gone goal for goal in this third quarter as a quick clearance through Klingon, got it towards half forward. Best is there. He's got 5 metres on Jackson Hall. Left foot kick inside 50. Oh, good work by Tim North just to stop off the lead. He comes out to meet it again. Best has to go again close to the boundary line, and it goes over for a boundary throw-in. And Tim North was very courageous on that occasion, coming out in the front. The leading target was Rhett Kelly, and he doesn't hold back.
No, the serial pest does like to be able to clean them up. Timmy North, he is the smallest player out on the field. He went back with courage. As the ball comes back into play, Willis goes for the big tap, and he does it effectively. Worth a handball, but the players are able to dive on it. We've gone 27 minutes into this third quarter. Out the back there is that man, Tim North, onto the favoured left foot, looking for Boak Smith to fly. He jumps under it. Timmy Johnson just standing there, read the ball a whole lot better. Swings onto his left foot. He's got Lopez in his sights. Lopez throws out a hand. Horton on him, a mismatch. Lopez does well. He keeps the ball in play. Gets the handball forward to Burge. Puts it up and under kick. He's got his man, Boak Smith, to have to work hard under
Borshman.
it. But Borshman, with courage, stepped his ground. Pittman tried to play on. You can't play on like that from a mark, and Borshman needs to go back behind his mark. And, gee whiz, Lopez, he did a good job there, turning his man around. It was a mismatch whilst he was on Horton, but Borshman will have the ball, and we've just gone 28 minutes here in the third quarter.
16-point margin as Borshman kicks it outside 50. Lopez front spot, takes a good mark, and he went to play on, and the umpire said, no, wait, come back. So Dylan Lopez, 60 metres out from goal, too far out to score.
Has to move it quickly.
Buck Smith on the lead. He's going to fly from the back. Buck Smith, he's about 5 deep, can't get there. Oh, coming across the front. Westaway takes a strong mark for the Parrots.
He's done some good things in this third quarter, hasn't he, Westaway? He's put his body on the line, and he's taken some strong marks.
Well, they come back to this close side, which is the coach's room side here at Traralgon, and it was touched as it goes out of bounds for a boundary throw-in. 28.5-minute mark of this third quarter. The margin is 16 points in favour of Traralgon in the big TRFM Gippsland League Grand Final. Boundary throw in, low press. Willis just slaps it 15 metres going their way. Got it close to the boundary line again. Heppel and Burge. Boundary line over for another boundary throw in.
I tell you what, if I lived in South Australia and I was a can collector, I'd be getting down there right now. There is feeding them empty cans everywhere. Beer sales are through the roof here at the Traralgon Showgrounds. 10 cents a can. That's a bargain. There's a fresh airy by Amberg. He has actually a mini Falcon. And it results in the ball going forwards. Hilberg dropped the mark we thought he had. Slotchy on top of it. They dive upon him. He's laid it out the back like a chicken laying an egg. And the ball will be balled up here right in front of the Tony Lane stand.
Troy, how's the fitness of your boys? They've had a big afternoon, but is it there?
My fitness is terrible.
What about your boys?
Yeah, that's going to be the big question mark. Nick Nagel's got the jacket on. He's done for the day, so they're down to 2 fresh on the bench. Remember, too, that Zach Vernon has been given a nice corky, so he's carrying a corky as well. So it's going to be a big ask to get him up and about for this last quarter. They're the team that's capable of doing it, but Traralgon have just been super all year of answering challenges. They're going to get challenged again in this last quarter. Can they stand up to it?
Branny, your boys seem to be getting to the fall of the ball a little bit better late in this third quarter.
Yeah, the contested ball's really stepped up for them, so if they can continue in that area, it's going to be super important. Just creating one-on-one contest.
Ball's on centre wing as Geary goes forward. He delivers inside to Burge, who just picked it off about 48. He's going to dribble along the ground. Does it get going? No, it goes to the left-hand side for a minor score. And the margin now is 17 points in favour of the Maroons at 30-minute mark of this third, which you said would only go 20. Wong.
Yes, I called it well. It was one of the best of the day, but Horton, he went to 50. Play on. He's called him for a 50 here, Klingon.
Well, they're away anyway, but Horton was about to run through the centre part of the ground. But you're exactly right. You got to at least protect the guy from stopping him from playing on.
He went to play on, and then Danny Campbell put his hands out to stop him. Tomato running on here. No one has picked him up yet, but it doesn't matter because Klingon's gone out far.
The siren gone as Maskell takes a mark.
Paid the mark.
No, he's been overruled. He's been overruled.
One umpire paid the mark. The central umpire.
They're converging.
They've both come in. I think the siren certainly went, and the umpires put their hands up to finish three-quarter time. On a controversial note here, the margin is 17 points going in at three-quarter time. Have the Parrots got something left? The Maroons have been fantastic all afternoon. The Premiership is on the line here in this final quarter, and at three-quarter time sees Traralgon 9-8-62, leading Leongatha 6.
First goal in that first 5 minutes, they're going to be a chance, but I'd say Traralgon.
A massive crowd is about to witness a final quarter that we will remember for a long time. Up they go in the middle. Willis and Amberg comes out towards Heppel out the back. Drove it forward 50. Inside 50. Best is there with Hall. Hall did well. Handball back to his teammate in Stockdale, who gave it to Slotchy, who delivered outside 50 beautifully and found Timmy North. And that has been, well, that's been the whole day that those boys down back have been fantastic, haven't they?
Slotchy's been huge down there. Not only doing a great job on holding Hilberg, but creating as well. As Horton jumps high but can't take the mark, but there's Boak Smith. Releases it out to Corey Stockdale. Kicks the ball long, looking there for Geary in front position. Front and centre was Johnson, but he wasn't able to get it. Klingon on all fours, gets a little rushed handball away. He's been big all day, hasn't he, Klingon? He's been able to just clear the ball out of defence for the Parrots. He's been Mr. Reliable for the full three quarters so far. They need one more quarter out of him, and he needs the rest of his teammates to follow.
He certainly does. There's a boundary throw in about 70 metres out from goal for Traralgon. Horton, though, gathers. He kicked it towards the wing. Going back was Tim North it was. Jacobson was there as well. He did well. Handball across to Timmy North. Shem Hawking, though, for the Parrots. Puts his head over the football. Ducked his head. The umpire had the sun in his eyes. He couldn't see anything, so he just let the play go on. And now we have a ball up right in front of Troy Makepeace, centre wing. At the 2-minute mark of the opener, the final quarter, the margin is still 17 points.
The Parrots can get a run on really quickly if they can release the ball here. You can see that's what they're pushing to do as Westaway comes in to do the crumbing work. Going all over him there was Llewellyn. Hopefully Big Truck Llewellyn's applied a bit of the SPF 30 out there today on that noggin of his. It is glary off his skull.
I've got a hat for him if he needs it.
The ball gets balled up again. Amberg goes up Willis. Amberg gets a tap out. Bump off the ball by Mackie, but it's released by Jacobson, who copped one in the Gangooglies as he's gone on down. A good mark back there, taken by Klingon. There he is again. He's just been so reliable all day. has Taz Klingen, and he goes for the switch of play, and it comes off through Argento.
Argento plays on quickly, goes in the middle, just misses Verboon. He has to work hard for it. Now they jump on top of him. Collison was there. Dumont was following him also. So Dumont just picks the footy up and runs away from the stoppage. He handballs out wide. Out there was Westaway. He'll go backwards to Borshman. Now he reloads with a handball over the top. Comes to Kelly. Gets swung around in the tackle. Gave it across to the kick of Klingen. Inside 50. Where are the flies? Oh, no one can mark. Hilberg was there. So was Fitzgerald. He flicked it over the back. Comes towards Mackie. He got tackled. Didn't have prior opportunity, but he's on the football, and the umpire said, you're not getting rid of it, and you're not attempting to get rid of it, and I'm going to ping you for holding the ball.
Big play by Jennings.
Hasn't he lifted in this second half, Geno? He's just had a huge second half so far, and he releases it to the architect of it all down there, and Michael Stockdale gets the ball out to big Benny Amberg. He's done a huge amount of work today, the big man, and he's just there. He's weighing up his options. What's he got down the line? He opts to go that way of Johnston to go up against Verboon. Johnston with one hand, juggling, can't get it. Good work by Verboon. Releasing out the back was Westaway. Gets a little one over to Horton, who gets a scrub and kick forward, and a free kick for over the shoulder. As a big Willis gives the big push away.
Nick Nagel back on the ground, guys, deep in the square for Leongatha forward line.
Well, it could just be enough just to allow a bit more forward moving up high as they kick towards Hilberg, but going back was Amberg, and he had two bites at it and took the mark, and that's what your big ruckman want to do. But he gave it on to Collison quickly, got it out towards Michael Stockdale. Well, the big men are doing well, Brownie, for you boys.
Yeah, they are. It's a good day. Oh, you guys.
Brownie said,
the old frog in the throat syndrome's hit Brownie. He's come in here today, and he's come unstuck as Michael Stockdale kicks dangerously into the middle of the ground, but it was a beautiful kick. He's got Hildebrand, who's got players on, and that's Matt North. Runs to 50, centering ball, kicks it at low press and takes a strong mark out in front. He's kicking here from right in front of the deck. I tell you what, if he's able to kick this one, the deck could explode down there with excitement. Dylan Lopez, he'll have a shot. We've just played 4 minutes here in this final quarter at the Traralgon Showgrounds.
well, on big occasions, big players step up. Dylan Lopez, can he put it through? The margin is 17 points. And he comes in the deep of the pocket on the right foot. It's a beautiful looking kick, and it's away to the far side. There's a wind. Where is the wind?
Yeah, it's been interesting, and there's been a few shots. So we saw the Parrots in the third quarter kick a few out to the left, and they just stayed there, and we're all waiting for that one to curl back also, but to no avail. There's another big barrel. We've loved barrels here in the TRFN Gippsland League final series, but it hasn't come off. It looked good, but it didn't come off. And Jacobson took the easiest of chest marks and kicks it on there to Tim North. Still 60 metres out, hard pressed on the boundary line. Big crowd there at the Tony Lane stand. Goes forward and well called.
Out of bounds.
The umpire's calling this one. No, he's called the mark.
I think the boundary umpire's going to come in.
He's overruled him?
Yep.
Okay.
As I was saying, big men stand up on big days. We added a big fella into the commentary box this afternoon, a big bad Leroy Brown. Well, he's just walked out. That's it. His day is all done just about. There's a big pack right in front of the deck. The spoil goes out of bounds for a boundary throw-in.
He's headed down to the big red caboose to go and get a little bit of liquid to maybe amber ale to soothe the back of the throat. As Dylan Lopez, he's down. He's maybe just had the wind taken out of his sails. And we're just waiting. He's right. He's back up.
5.5 minutes into this final quarter. The margin is at 18 points in favour of the Traralgon side. As a boundary throw-in. Amberg won front spot, put it straight down the middle. Matt North was there, but he couldn't get it before it goes out of bounds for another boundary throw-in. And I'm not sure Dylan Lopez is all right at the moment.
No, he's not real good at all.
He's taken the deep press in. Troy Makepeace, can you see anything?
Yeah, it just looks winded at the moment, guys.
So boundary throw-in, 70 metres around from Traralgon's goal. This time from the back. Amberg's been great all day. Good work by Corey Stockdale. Picked off, though, by, on that occasion, Shem Hawking. They jump on top of him. No one's really getting it out there. And another ball up.
Makey, you could feel the tension and the excitement lifting all around the ground.
Yeah, absolutely, Wong. It's almost like a next goal wins sort of atmosphere at the moment. If Leongatha get the next goal, they're up and about. It's hard to stop. But if Traralgon get the next goal, I think it'll be game over.
So really close to the boundary line now. The umpire again has no other option. There's a lot of numbers around this pack. Leongatha, as you said, Nick Nagel is the only one in the forward 50 for the Parrots. He can't move that well with that sore ankle. All the rest are up on centre wing. This contest is forward right near the 50-metre line for Traralgon with lots of numbers. Geary just gets it, puts it on the boot, inside 50 where Johnson is. Good work by Zach Vernon. Johnson just threw it out, and that is a throw. It's going to be a free kick. And Leongatha, well, they want to play on at every moment, and this could come in handy for them in the final 15 or 20 minutes of play.
We got players on the fat side there, but he chooses to go down the line looking for Big Willis. Flying over the top was Amberg and affected a spoil and sent that one over the boundary line, crashing over. As we look down, any sign down there making a Dylan Lopez still gasping for it like a man who smokes 60 a day?
Yeah, absolutely, mate. It's game on. It's really in a clutch situation at the moment. No one team can get a clear advantage. It's going to be whoever gets.
North got it inside 50 where Britton overran the football. Coming out hard was Buck Smith. They jump on the football. Pressure is on both sides. They know how important this final 10 minutes is. It's a big moment in the game for the Parrots, because if Traralgon get the early one, it just might be enough to get them over the line. They've been fantastic all day, the Maroons. Their ball use has been great. Their pressure has been really good. And their structures and game plan has been fantastic as they lock it up again inside 50 from the stoppage. Another ball up. This quarter could go 40 minutes long.
Yeah, it could. Again, they're just trying to get any ground that they can either side, looking to break this game open. As we look around the ground, it's one-on-one football everywhere. No zones right now. It's beat your man or they beat you, and this is all about a premiership. As Danny Campbell roves off the pack and gets his foot to the ball, but it's dribbled over. Not even for a minor score. It's just gone by the point post. We'll throw it in with the boundary umpire rubbing shoulders there with the pads on the point post. 9-9-63 Traralgon, 6-9-45 Leongatha, as the ball comes back into play, spinning. Willis gets the tap forward, and it's gone straight over the line for another boundary throw-in, gaining another 20 metres for the Parrots.
Well, it's a real arm wrestle at the moment. It's an important part of the game at the 9-minute mark. Traralgon lead it, 9-9-63. Leongatha, 6-9-45. Boundary throw-in, Buck Smith over the back. Westaway was there. He's not going anywhere. There is about 15 players around this stoppage, and we have not moved for the last 8 minutes of play from about 15-metre radius. As another ball up, 40 metres out. This time from the stoppage, it is Collison. Can't quite get it. Oh, a free kick surely as Willis goes in hard, and 50 metres away, the central umpire has said yes, it was over the shoulder. So a free kick's going to go towards Josh Jennings for the Maroons.
Josh Jennings to have a shot, be kicking right on the 50-metre line. A little bit going on down there at Puds Bar.
As it should do too, of course.
A little bit of excitement. The tension's building out at the bar. The tension's building here at the game. The crowd is excited, and in comes Josh Jennings, kicking from 49 metres. He gives it an almighty roost. It's coming back and around. He's kicked a goal!
Oh, and you can hear it. The Traralgon boys are up and about, because the margin now at the 10.5-minute mark is extended out to 24 points.
And on the Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland scoreboard, purchase any 60-inch TV or larger and get bonus delivery and installation. Conditions apply. 10-9-69 is Traralgon's score. They're leading by 24 points over Leongatha, who are 6-9-45, and we've gone 10 minutes into the final quarter.
It's extremely difficult for Leongatha to come back from this now. Traralgon just bottled it up, just wasted time, and then we're able to get that goal. That's going to be critical. It's they got to leave nothing in the tank now, Leongatha. Take risk after risk, because you're going to lose a game anyway if you turn the ball over. May as well take your chances while you can.
Well, Nick Argento won a free kick in the middle of the ground. He goes short over the top to Willis. Willis goes back. They call him to go long to the square. Nagel's on one leg. They're going to go towards the top of the square. Maskell's going to fly at the back, but he got shepherded off the ball as Llewellyn just took him out of the contest.
Against him.
Yeah, that's right. He pulled him on down. Llewellyn got front position, and he slipped and he pulled him on down. I don't think it was intentional.
The shepherd or the tackle?
Well, the chicken or the egg. Whatever.
These are questions we cannot answer. And the ball in the hand to Llewellyn. He kicks it long down the line for Amberg. Flying high was Burge. Amberg nearly brought it down. Argento gets a little handball out. It's gone out on the full by Zach Vernon.
And a free kick. So out of bounds on the full goes towards Jacobson. Goes inboard. towards Slotchy. He's been good all afternoon. The crowd is just starting to get involved, as you can hear, as Slotchy is going to reload outside 50 to Burke. Over the back, though, it comes. Willis was there. Can't gather the football on the first time. Lynch does well. Handballs to Horton. Horton puts a barrel inside 50. They're going to fly from the back. Hilberg had the spoil. He did well. Slotchy kept his feet. Ground level. Right foot kick to the wing. Tamata's there. Buck Smith flies from the back and takes a cracking mark as he just gave Geary a punch to the shoulder and said, "Get out of me way."
Take that, skipper, he says as he kicks it down to Britton. He's able to keep his feet, but he can't pick up the ball. Burge burrowing in there, and so is Pittman on the bottom of the pack. Tamata releases the handball out the back, and Jennings lays the big bump there on Lynch. He's really lifted in this quarter, Jennings. He's kicked the only goal of the quarter so far. And the crowd, they're getting boisterous down there. We're just off the wing here. We've played 12 and a half minutes in the final quarter. Grand final day, Traralgon Showgrounds, TRFM, Gippsland League as Willis grabs the ball out of the ruck and does well, releases it to Hare Heppel, kicks it long, looking for Maskell. Coming out was Hilberg, handballs over to Fitzgerald, gets a rush kick. Players need to sit under it, Best flies, but Hall is there, affects the spoil. He's able to get the ball, it releases out now to Burke. Race on, going for the ball here, Fitzgerald, he's up against Jacobson. Picks up the ball, he does well, shrugs a tackle, gets one backwards. Dumont shrugs, twists, turns, tells some candy, runs to 50, goes inside, good kick. Finds Mackie, 40 metres out, directly in front. Good build up there by Leongatha.
You can just sense the urgency, can't you?
Yeah, Mackie needs to kick this one. Needs to kick it for Leongatha to stay in the game.
Troy Makepeace, we've lost, obviously, Lee Brown. He's gone for the afternoon, so it's all you down there at boundary level.
Well, I hope it is for Leongatha's sake, and if Mackie can get this still in it, that's going to be still a long road ahead.
Well, can he come in? Mackie starts it to the left. It stays that way, and it just makes the distance for a minor score. And on your Harvey Norman Electrical Computers Gippsland scoreboard,
that brings Leongatha score to 6-10-46. They trail by 23 points from Traralgon, who are 10-9-69.
Ball in the hands of Jackson Hall. He's had a huge titanic battle all day when he's come up against Jake Best, the leading goal scorer in season 2015 from the Leongatha side. It's been a huge game between Hall and Best. He kicks it out now, and the ball in the hands of Timmy North. He looks like he's dropping with a bit of cramp. Geary flies high. The veteran, the captain, pulls in a chest mark.
And around the ground, thanks to Solomon's Flooring in the A-grade netball, it could be a big afternoon or a big night for Traralgon. The Traralgon Maroons have won the A-grade netball 54, defeating Druin 49. And the Traralgon senior side here are currently leading by 23 points in favour of the Maroons at the 14.5-minute mark, final quarter.
Ball in the hands of Michael Geary, looking for some movement up forward, summoning his men, willing them to come for him, and they do. So he kicks it long, looking for Boak Smith, who flies. He flies early, but gets a hand to it. Ball dribbles along the boundary line, just beats them. It goes over there. Mackie trying to keep that ball in play. In front of the Leongatha bench down here. It's been a huge day and a huge year in the TRFM Gippsland League, and we've only got 15 minutes left to play, and it's here at the Traralgon Showgrounds Grand Final Day.
Well, as they ball up on the half order, they run through again through Mackie. Left foot kick inside, top of the 50. Oh, coming out the middle is Maskell. Get it over the top to Hilberg. He's backpedaling. Can he get there? He does. He's on a tight angle, and he takes the mark, only 30 metres out from goal. He wants to go quickly, but he's just got to settle and take his time.
It's a tough kick for a left footer.
It is, but he needs to take his time. He's got time to go through the motions, make sure that he's got his routine correct, because he's never had a bigger kick in his career yet. Hilberg
comes in, left foot, and it's a beautiful kick. The umpire likes it. He rocks back to the middle, and straight through it goes. Aaron Hilberg gets his second of the afternoon and has a little bit of life left in the Parrots.
There's a lot of life left in the Parrots here, Darryl. They've just, we know how quickly they can compile goals. They just need a sniff. If they get the centre clearance here, they can get up and about. Both sides is beginning to fatigue. They need to be able to find a way to concentrate and keep their wits with them now. 16 minutes gone, final quarter.
And on the Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland scoreboard, purchase any 60-inch TV or larger and get a bonus delivery and installation. Conditions apply. Leongatha 7-10-52, trail by 17 points from Traralgon to a 10-9-69.
All important centre clearance, no one could win it. And of course the Sale Greyhounds best on ground player this afternoon is very interesting. Matt North has had a great game. He's currently a couple of votes behind Mark Collison, who has a quiet one. but this time it was Heppel. Won the clearance, got it a half forward where Best took a one hand, played on quickly, gave it to Argento. They're building, half forward flank inside 50. Maskell overruns it, falls to ground. Fitzgerald goes back on the pocket, runs to 10 metres out, dribbles on the ground, and the goalkeeper, Yench, does a fantastic work and rushes it through for a minor score.
Llewellyn just cocked one behind during play there. He's a little bit proppy as the ball comes back in straight down the middle to Campbell, and he's gone straight down the middle again. Collison he's got space. He has one bounce. Heppel in pursuit. Runs to 70 out. He kicks it long, looking for Boak Smith, who flies. Big spoil from Baboon. We know he can do that. He's a leader, and he's not letting one through. Comes out the back. Johnson on the boundary line. Centering ball for Burge. Burge at the back of the pack. He's got time now to be able to run. Picks up the ball, weighing up his options. Twists, turns, goes back to Lopez. Handball over the top to Stockdale. Hit hard by Heppel. He's done a huge amount of work down there. Heppel. Willis onto his non-preferred boot, which is his left. Kicks it forward. Traralgon got numbers. Michael Stockdale with the ball, but he coughs it up. Straight to Big Willis, standing there, takes the mark and says, thank you very much. And he centres the ball, but only as far as Jacobson, who drops it. There's a comedy of errors out here. Players are fatigued. It's all happening. 18 minutes gone. Players jump all over at centre-half forward, Traralgon's end. Oh, wow, how's the game here?
Wong, wow, what a call. What a game we have. The Parrots are lifting. It is 16-point margin. And you just get a sense they've got something left, but Matt North has other options. He kicks it inside 50. No one goes for the mark, so the ball hits the deck, comes to ground. Buck Smith, Baboon is there. Buck Smith kept his feet, gave it across to Geary, tightened the boundary line, swings around, opens up the angle, right foot shot a goal, and puts it through. Michael Geary, and there you go. A true captain's goal, gets his second of the day.
Geary just took the opportunity. Cometh the man, cometh the moment, and he's picked up the ball and he snapped it. It's a huge goal for the Maroons. That's almost got one hand on the cup.
And on the Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland scoreboard, purchase any 60-inch TV or larger and get bonus delivery and installation. Conditions apply. Traralgon are now 11-9-75, leading by 22 points over Leongatha, who are 7-11-53. We're 18 minutes into the final term.
Oh, what a goal from Michael Geary. If ever you want the captain to stand up, but what about Christian Buck Smith as well? The ability to keep his feet for a big man was fantastic. And the ball is now back in the middle. A short little ball up in the middle, falls in the hands of Best. He kicks it to centre-half forward. Jackson Hall couldn't quite mark. Footy in dispute. Michael Stockdale does well. Little chip over the top to his brother Corey Stockdale. And for the first time in 2015, we've said that to Corey Stockdale from Michael as they go out towards Matt
North, no doubt, be looking for Tim North. Brotherly love everywhere here at Traralgon, and he's open. Will he go to him? He won't go to him, so he goes back to Michael Stockdale. He's got players getting back behind the ball, and he goes back to the big man Amberg. He's certainly got to be in contention for the Sale Greyhounds. Player of the day, a huge day in the ruck all day, Big Ben Amberg. Centering ball, finds Jackson Hall, defensive 50, he plays on Maskell in pursuit. Kicks it long, looking for Slotchy, another one. He's had a huge day and he takes his man on and has two bounces down the wing. Sends the ball, going inside 50, Boak Smith in the front position. The boundary line will beat them there. No, Timmy Johnson picks up the ball, keeps it in play. Horton met heavily there by Jennings. Horton still keeping his head over the ball, as all good players do. And Dale Horton is a good footballer. And now the boundary line has beaten them. 20-minute mark of the final quarter. 11-9-75 Traralgon, 7-13-53, and there has not been a single soul leave this ground so far. Such has been the quality of this competition.
And that is on your Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland scoreboard as a quick kick comes out of defensive 50. Only as far as Fitzgerald. He won himself a free kick on the half-back flank for the Parrots. He'll look to play on quickly. We've entered time on in the grand final. The margin, 22 points. Going back with a flight was Klingon, couldn't quite mark the footy on centre wing. Going well there was Slotchy, he's done well all day across half-back. Lowers the eyes and hits up Josh Jennings, who has also been very good for the Maroons. He goes long, inside forward 50, at the back, Baboon over the back takes a strong mark.
He's a wonderful leader, Baboon, the captain of the Leongatha side, and he plays on, he kicks on his non-preferred Jimmy Cracker style, but it only goes as far as Matt North, who takes the mark 48 metres out, directly in front for Traralgon. Going to take his very best effort from here. Matt North, what's his stats for the day, please? Paul Carter?
This is his 22nd disposal.
Been a big day here for Matt North. Can he cap it off? It is his 21st birthday today. He's going back to have a shot for his first goal of the game. 21-minute mark, final quarter. His approach, he comes in deliberately, kicks it from right on the line from 50. He gets up and under. It's not going to carry all the way. The big men fly. Tomato tries to get the spoil. It's on the ground, but it's touch. Touch for a minor score for the Maroons.
And at the 21-minute mark on your Harvey Norman Electoral Gippsland scoreboard sees Leongatha 7 goals, 13-53. They are trailing Traralgon 11-9, 75, 11-10, 76, as a kick in comes towards Zach Vernon. He handballs over the top to Lynch, who just tapped it across to Hawking. His left foot kick was a shocker because Geordie Burke come in and put pressure on, and Michael Stockdale was happy to see this go over the boundary line.
Paul Carter, Josh Jennings, his second half has been huge. We know he's kicked he's kicked a big goal.
Yeah, 9 disposals in the third quarter, won another 3 in the last, so it's 12 in the second half.
Just repeating, Traralgon in the netball, in the A-grade netball, did win. They defeated Druin this afternoon, and the Maroons are in front in this senior grade of football. As Llewellyn's kick was smothered, comes out towards Kelly. He spins, he gave it up. Handball across to Jacobson, who gave it to Collison to Burke. Burke now switches in the middle where Jackson Hall has got space. They're working hard on that far side, and one of those is Timmy North. He's on the wing with Taz Klingon. Klingon does well, but he falls over. Now Tim North gathers. He goes backwards. They slow it up. Jackson Hall holds the footy, lowers the eyes, and finds Josh Jennings in the middle of the ground. And everyone says, give it to me, give it to me. But I think they just want to slow things down.
They will slow it down. The ball in the hands of Tim North. Kicks long down the line. Finds Corey Stockdale out there. Another little kick, deliberate one over the top. Jackson Hall starting to find some run. Late in this quarter, he's had a huge day all day, hasn't he, Jackson Hall? He's had he's had all the work to do on Jake Best. Kept into only 1 goal so far, and the ball is now just outside 50 in the hands of Michael Burge for Traralgon.
The marks this quarter, boys, 32-9, Traralgon's way.
I made a mistake there. I said kept into 1 goal. Best hasn't actually kicked a goal, such has been the work of Jackson Hall, as Burge just sets this one up to the top of the square, looking for the big men to fly. Johnson couldn't pull it down over the back, so a quick kick out of defence. Burke has to sit under this and wait. Going back with the fly to the ball. Hawking and Hopper shoot, gets a quick handball. Releases to Jacobson from inside 50. Gets a shot at goal, floating on through. Mark going back with a flight, couldn't take it. Playing on quickly now and hit hard by Burge. Argento tried to take the game on, it has come off a little bit. Westaway gets a kick out, but only as far as Jennings. Drops the ball. In hot pursuit there is Best. Picking it up there was Stockdale, kicks it in.
Good.
Finds Tim North. Calm under pressure. How's the poise of Tim North as he kicks it inside 50 the lead, but there's Westaway trying to keep the Parrots in this one.
So he plays on quickly as he needs to. He gets it out towards Best, defensive 50. Best goes out towards wide where Hilberg and Slotchy fight at it, and Slotchy takes a strong contested mark. He squares it up, comes inboard to Jackson Hall, who holds it up on half-back flank. He goes short to the wing where Danny Campbell is. 25-minute mark, final quarter. Traralgon got all the running. It's a 24-point margin. They've had a big day in the football. They've had a big day on the netball courts as well. It's about to get even bigger as Britton drives it in 50, forward 50. Geary's at the front of the pack, front square, left foot around the body to steal the game. It is an absolute cracker, if you don't mind, Michael Geary. And there it is. They is the sealer for season 2015. Michael Geary, 2 last quarter goals. Have yourself a day.
The captain, he's going out on a high note here today. He just got a little bit of space, and we know how much of a dangerous forward he is. He's picked it up and he snapped truly again for his second goal of this quarter. 2 in a row to Geary. He sealed the game here for the Maroons at the 25-minute mark.
And on the Harvey Norman Electrical Gippsland scoreboard, purchase any 60-inch TV or larger and get bonus delivery and installation. Conditions apply. 30-point margin, 25.5 minutes into the last quarter. 12-11-83 Traralgon. Leongatha 7-11-53.
Clearance goes towards Leongatha. They got inside 50. Lynch handballs over the top. Maskill was there. Didn't have the football. Play on, said the umpire. They handball out through Yench, looking for Geordie Burke. He now gathers. Defensive 50. Handball over the top to Llewellyn, who's on 50. Twisting, turning. Goes backwards to Amberg, who's smart enough to use the boundary as his friend. And they get a chance to reset as the Traralgon supporters just start to gather closely to the fence.
You'd hope he's smart enough. He is training to be a doctor. Well, we don't want them to be too... don't want them to be unintelligent. As we look down at the Maroons, netballers have brought their cup down out in the hands of their coach, Kate French. And the ball is bouncing, trickling, and does go over the line. There are some spent footballers out there, but I'm sure the Maroons are about to find some more energy. 26 minutes gone. Troy Makepeace, what's the feeling like?
The supporters are up and about, the bench is up and about, giving the high fives, the pats on the back. They're just being clinical today, Traralgon. They've been good to watch and haven't allowed Leongatha to play any of the way that they have been playing in the past.
No, they haven't. They've stopped all their run, all their switch and carry. They've been fantastic, and they have used the ball very well, have the Maroons. And another boundary throw in. 27-minute mark, final quarter of the TRFM Gippsland League Grand Final. The Maroons are well and truly in front. It's a 30-point margin, as these fences here at Traralgon could just about fall over with the amount of support that are going to jump it in a couple of minutes' time, as Traralgon to go on and are going to go and win their first premiership in 4 years, Wong.
The ball in the hands of the coach, Mark Collison, who's done a huge... Oh, Geary, who's flew from nowhere. He's found another set of legs. He's kicked the ball along the line. And Taz Klingon, he's come off second best. He's had a wonderful game today, Taz Klingon. But
someone tell me why Michael Geary is about to hang up the boots. Here's a superstar.
He's going out on a high note here. 3 goals, captain, grand final day. Traralgon Showgrounds in front of his home crowd. He has led them all the way today, as has Amberg. And there goes the siren. Maroons Premiers, TRFM Gippsland League 2015. They've won out winners here by 30 points. Traralgon 12, 11, 83. Leongatha 7, 13, 53.
7, 11, 53. Wrong, that scoreboard's wrong.
Scoreboard is wrong, but what a day it has been for the Traralgon Maroons. They won the A grade. They won the senior football game in an absolute complete destroyation of the Leongatha Parrots for a full 4 quarters.
So good was their game, you're inventing words with the destroyation.
Yeah, that's all it is. What a game it was too. And take the feed the official presentation.
2015 Premiership, a tremendous effort. Well, we really must pay our respects to Leongatha, to Bo Vernon and his boys. It was a fantastic game of footy, and they should be very, very proud. I know they'll be disappointed, but they should be very proud of their performance. So let's put our hands together for the Leongatha Footy Club, a tremendous performance. I'm going to ask Greg Mayment, the chair of the Gippsland League, to present medallions to the umpires, the players and the coach. So if Greg would come forward, please. Starting off with the... we've got the umpies, have we? Oh, here they are.
We're just going to get things organised there with the umpires.
Right, the boundary umpire, Alec Bedford.
So the young boundary umpires are just about to come up onto the stage there. Young Alex, of course. Well, what a day they have had as well, the umpires. We said halfway
Alec
through
Bedford,
the game.
Congratulations.
But in
boundary
the end,
umpire, Jeff Galbraith. Boundary umpire, James Quinn.
The umpires, of course, they had a good day. They had a couple of dubious ones in the third quarter, but they really did in that last quarter let it all go. And
goal umpire, Michael O'Neill.
Made for a really fast-paced, action-packed game. And when they put the whistle away, I thought the game flowed a whole lot better.
Yeah, they were average in the third quarter, but after that, and before that, they were actually very, very good. So well done to the guys.
Joshua Noy.
As the Leongatha boys have just made their way across to the dais now, of course. They're just showing their respect. They had a fantastic year. We'll talk about them a bit more in our post-game show as well after these presentations.
Umpire,
but
Warden.
what a day it has been here at Traralgon.
Fantastic
the official presentation is just getting underway. They've just gone through the umpire presentation, of course. It's been a big year for all involved.
With us today,
AFL Gippsland have been fantastic, bringing through 3 or 4 different leagues together.
Yep.
And of course now the Stan Aiken medal.
Yeah, the Stan Aiken medal to be presented by our former captain, Jamie Aiken.
Medal to number 13, Josh Jennings.
And what a game Josh had. Of course, Josh winning the Stan Aiken medal.
I know at the end of this season, Jeno was, at the start of the season, was unsure if he was going to be able to take the field, but he certainly did that and embraced the Stan Aiken medal. Of course, Jamie Aiken, the grandson of Stan Aiken, presenting the medal.
Geno. And I'm going to ask Travis Switzer from AFL Gippsland to present the AFL Victoria medal to Number 14, Ben Amberg.
The doctor just rocked up on the doorstep and said, how about giving me a game? And they gave him a game, and now he's just won himself a medal for one of the best on ground on grand final day.
Righto, guys. Now we're going to go through the 2015 Premiership members. Traralgon Footy Club. Number 1, Danny Campbell.
He had a huge game today, Paul, and we got some stats there on Danny Campbell, especially the first half, very influential.
Danny Campbell had been quiet in recent games, but he picked up 21 possessions today, 10 in the first half and 11 in the second. So that was certainly a good comeback for Danny Campbell.
Tim North just gone up to get his medal.
Michael Stockdale.
How good was Stocky down back? His ball use was fantastic.
Yeah, he's huge down there. He just directed the show.
Number 6.
Yeah, 20
Michael
possessions
Burge.
to Michael Stockdale.
Burgee was very good. A good focal point up forward. The target takes a good overhead mark, did Burgee all day.
What about...
Number 7, Jackson Hall.
Oh, huge effort, wasn't it, on Jake Best. League goal kicker, wasn't able to kick a sausage roll all day long.
Number 9,
really
Jim
did
Johnson.
sacrifice his game, didn't he, down there, Jackson Hall, for the betterment of the team, and he brought some run into the game late in that
Number
final
13,
quarter.
Centre half forward was Timmy Johnson going up, and Josh Jennings goes up again to get another medal. That's his second one of the afternoon.
We missed Timmy
Ben
North's stats there,
Amberg.
Paul. How many did Tim North have for the day?
Tim North, 24, 15 kicks, 9 handballs and 8 marks.
Number
big
17, Michael Jacobson.
Well, Michael's very good. That link-up player across the wing part of the ground. Uses the football so well,
Number
like
18,
a lot of them.
Rowan Hildebrand.
They use the football so well, the Traralgon Maroons, and that, I think, got them over the line in today's
Number
game.
20, Adrian Slutchy.
Well,
Yeah, huge game by the Sloth, wasn't
let's
it?
just tell Mr. Switzer not to give Adrian the mic.
18 possessions to Slotchy too, 16 kicks, 2 handballs along with 9
Matt
marks as well.
Llewellyn.
That's a huge effort at centre-half back, isn't it, having those sort of possessions whilst stopping any flow of his man being able to kick goals, and a big effort down there, the back line. They've been a tight back six all year.
And you just took it, Matty Llewellyn started that third quarter like a house on fire, didn't he? And Dylan Lopez copped a late one.
46.
A knock late, and wasn't looking the best after that. But what about this man, Hayden Britton? 3 first quarter goals he kicked, 3 in a row.
Hayden Britton.
He ended up with 4 for the day and set them alight, really set the tone of the game for the Maroons early.
Similar to what Jake Best did last
47,
week in the prelim, didn't he? He kicked 3 in quick succession. Oh, Yancey came into the side, did his job today, had the job on Nagel,
Number
and
53,
Nagel went off hurt,
Corey
but he was solid
Stockdale.
down to that back line.
Great player, Corey Stockdale, did a fantastic job. He had the run with roll this afternoon on Dale Horton.
Number 55, Jordan Burke.
Thought he was very impressive today, Jordan Burke. His pace and attack on the football. Geez, when he hits guys, he hurts them, and he's
Number
able to use the ball
57,
well.
Christian Buck-Smith.
Your man Brownie, you've taught him well.
Yeah, he's very good today. I thought he competed well, and his ability to compete and then his second effort with a follow-up was very good.
Number 58, Matt North.
22 possessions, Matt North, 20 kicks, 2 handballs and 7 marks.
Happy 21st birthday, just here's your medal. I'm sure Russell's saying, there's your present, son.
Yeah, you won't get a better birthday present than that, of course. 21st birthday, all the same.
We have a medal for the president of the Traralgon Footy Club, Andrew Quino. Come on, Q up. Come and get a medal, mate.
And what a power of work the people do off-field as well. It's not just about those that run around on the field, but it is all about the entire club, and it starts from the top, and this man is one of the best in the business.
Oh, Q, he's got his own business as well. The amount of hours he puts in down this club here, along with his wife Leah.
Before we present the
wonderful
Premiership
assets
Cup,
to the club.
we'd like the coach of the Traralgon Footy Club, number 10, Mark Collison, to come up.
And how's his ever? People raised eyebrows when Colo was announced as coach this year, but here he's taken his side to
And
a
of course,
premiership.
we'd like the
Just a
captain,
huge effort.
number 28, Michael Geary, to come forward as well.
Michael Geary probably had one of his best quarters, 9 kicks in that final term, and a superb mark right in front of us.
And just did not stop running all day, with those young legs have still got plenty left in it. Unfortunately, won't be.
Really good sportsmanship by Leongatha fellas. They hanged around. They're a great side. They've had a terrific year, and it shouldn't be lost in all this. So well done in this season. Just all the supporters, the whole town that stuck by us. It's just been an exciting year, and it's going to be a big couple of days, to say the least. But yeah, let's enjoy it. Cheers.
He did give the mic to Michael Geary, who's about to say a few words as well.
Yeah, thanks very much to Bo and the Leongatha boys. Been fierce competitors all year, and really appreciate the kind of game style that you play. It definitely tested us all year, and thanks very much. All the best for next year. To our boys, this one's going to taste sweet, boys. Very sweet. Let's enjoy it. Have a good weekend. Thanks to all the supporters. It's been fantastic throughout the year. Let's enjoy it.
Well, there it is. Now the Greg Maidment will hand over the Premiership
There you
Cup.
go.
Michael Collison, Michael Geary and Mark Collison hold up the 2015 TRFM Gippsland League Premiership Cup as the Maroons are premiers for season 2015.
And the first club to do it, Daryl, from third place in the ladder since 1981.
An amazing effort, really, and what a year they have had. Many of people and many of experts have written Traralgon off. They were too small. They couldn't get the job done on the big stage, and today they did exactly just that. They use the football so well. They look after each other. They lower their eyes. They hit the targets. They finish on the scoreboard at the end of the day, and their back line is very, very good as well.
Oh, they are, as a battered and bruised and dejected